welcome everybody! Yay!
Yeah!
Yay! This right here, folks, if you're new to Proficiency Bonus, this right here is the group that started it all. Man, it is so good to see all of you again and to be in a game with all of these wonderful people again. We have a very special evening planned for you guys. First of all, we are celebrating the kickoff of our 5-year anniversary week here at Proficiency Bonus. So I've got my Probo established 2017 shirt on with the cool logo on the back, and I'm super excited to be kicking this off. One thing I did also want to mention is today officially launches our Extra Life charity fundraiser. So if you'll look down below our video in the About section of Twitch there, you'll see that we have an Extra Life donate button. It's easy. All you got to do is click on that button and you can make a donation for Extra Life today to help us get to our goal of $1,000. And we've raised a ton of money for Extra Life over the last, this will be our 4th year doing this. So it's pretty awesome to be able to contribute to such a good cause in that way. So if you got a couple bucks, doesn't matter if it's $1, if it's $50, if you can do $200, whatever you can do, whatever's in your means, go ahead and throw it out there to support the kids. And, you know, I'll tell you what, we'll throw out some extra special hoorays and cheers whenever we see those donations come in. Won't we, guys?
Definitely.
I know. Jamie totally will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
He's right. Yeah.
You know me.
No.
Much rejoicing.
There will
Yay.
Love it. Second thing is we have a giveaway this evening. An awesome giveaway. So, first of all, this shirt that I'm wearing, we're going to give away one of those shirts with the cool
Yes.
5-year anniversary logo on the back. So we've got that, and we have donated to us from our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games. We have a D&D Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep module. So, yeah, that's awesome. And we also got a set of dice here that actually have a name that I believe Sarah would like. It's called Monk's Fist. So
No, I have to.
yeah.
Oh,
So we've got some. So we've got the module, the dice, and the T-shirt all for our giveaway tonight. We'll start that somewhere around the halfway point of our stream tonight. So make sure you stay tuned in and hang out with us. We'll have some directions for how to enter that giveaway later on. And don't forget, giveaways all week long. Awesome giveaways from our sponsors and supporters. I do want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs and Little Dragon Corp also for their sponsorship. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in your Twitch chat, you'll get quick links to their storefronts where you can purchase all kinds of RPG gear. And at Little Dragon, you can use the coupon bonus for 15% off your order. I think that means that we're ready to dive in to the hunt for the Weevil. Are you ready, friends?
Sure.
Yes.
Those of you that are tuning in, we did run this as D&D 5e. This is my group that came through Storm King's Thunder and through Kindred List. So if you check out those on our YouTube channel, if you haven't got a chance, make sure you check those out. We're going to play a new system. It's called EZD6. It's written and created by DM Scotty. You can check him out on YouTube as well. But it's a pretty rules light, fast system using all D6s. So we're going to try it out tonight and give it a test run as our group of adventurers go on a little quest that they never got to go on during Storm King's Thunder, because they just had bigger fish to fry.
And we still don't get to go on it. We're sending other people to go on it for us.
That's true. Yeah, this is the other people that have no idea of what has happening on the other side of Faerun. So let's turn on a new track here to get us going. Let's go with this one. Let's see how this one sounds. Yeah, I like this one. So. And so the story is told we zoom in from above. Above a relatively larger city. The city of Mirabar. And I'm going to show you guys, those of you that do use Roll20, I'm going to put you on the main map screen. That way you guys will be able to see. As the camera pans in and zooms of the thatched rooftops of many buildings and structures with stone chimneys that smoke seems to streak out of into the sky. You hear the sounds of crackling fire and warm glow of these flames from a large hearth that help you relax in this no-nonsense tavern called the Bottom of the Barrel. Seems fitting as you look around at your companions at your table who you've been traveling with for quite some time now. You've all been quite accustomed to each other and have similar goals. Recently, you have discovered and been approached by a dwarf who told you to meet him here because he had information on how you guys could potentially make a vast profit. Being the adventurers that you are, and some of you seeking some wealth, gathered here at the bottom of the barrel to meet with this individual. But before we do that, I'd like each of you to kind of go around the table. We'll start with Sarah. Just give a brief description of your character's looks and anything unique about the character as we pan around the circular wooden table within this tavern.
I was told to not use my goblin voice because my boyfriend called it grating. So I will not be doing that. I play a goblin named Griselda from the tribe of Gum Gum. And, she has wanted ambassadors into the land to spread the good word of Lord, Empress Gum Gum. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm spreading the word of Gum Gum, of not eating people. And I am wearing, I'm a seer, so I'm kind of weird. I seem to talk to someone that no one else can see. Got a little quirks going on, but, no, just in a simple robe. With a, kind of a cane. Not a cane, what am I trying to say?
Staff?
Staff!
You got it.
Staff!
Yeah.
Got a staff. Yeah, that's about it.
We pan just a little bit over to a character named Basalt.
Okay, so Basalt is a rather almost, I guess let's say like borderline wretched-looking individual, wretched-looking halfling. Very small, very sort of wiry, like thin arms, no real muscle, no definition to their body. Plain sort of tannish brown clothes on. For those of you who might be a little older, familiar with Peanuts, very sort of Pigpen-esque aura, as just arms, face are just caked with different bits of dirt, clay, mud in the hair. The eyes, you notice, are very almost cloudy. Doesn't look like their eyesight is necessarily the best.
All right. And we pan over just a little bit more around the table. Imagine like the camera's in the middle of the table and it's just kind of doing this like circular pan like around. Xena.
I mean, Xena's pretty famous. Do I need to introduce her? I think I should. She's a pretty jacked up human woman. Pretty damn tall for a woman. Nice toned muscular arms. She has some abs under some like nice like silver plated armor. She's got long black hair that comes just past her shoulders and like vibrant bright blue eyes that are kind of like in contrast to the dark hair. And she's probably just enjoying a cup of mead probably checking on her horse every couple hours. It's sitting out front. That's about it.
Nice.
Pretty chill.
The camera pans over to Agon.
Agon, you would see a human figure, sort of very average looking, with hair kind of closely shaved, bald. Wearing robes made of furs, and not luxurious furs, but very sort of dusty and tattered. Carrying at his side a flail. So it's kind of different. It's not a very usual flail. The business end of it, it's a steel ball, and the handle is the part with all the spikes on it.
Excellent.
And
Okay. Doesn't that hurt?
yeah. And Agon really wanted to go to Daggerford. He had heard that maybe there were some things to investigate there, some rumors, some whispers, but the party convinced him to come here instead.
Nice. So at panning over from Agon, we go to Heezen.
So you see a human male has kind of like this beanie on his top of his head, so you don't see his hair, and he wears a scarf that goes around his neck with just in some like leather armor. Is probably not super well kept, but what really stands out is he's wearing a good bit of jewelry that seems none of them match. Just a random assortment of just random rings with random jewels in them, and for some reason he has all this jewelry that just keeps appearing randomly.
Awesome. The camera pans over to Ruse.
Yeah, Ruse is also a human, very well built, more cut than like big. He has like a short, scruffy head of coral red hair. He has a gash down where his right eye used to be, and he wears like a pretty deep cut shirt that displays like all of the scars on his chest. It seems he wears his scars as if they are like accessories rather than being like ashamed of them. And he has one katana leaning against the table on the ground, and the other one he's like kicked back, foot on the table, leaning back in his chair, just like sharpening it with a rock.
Nice. And the camera pans last but certainly not least to Rascal.
Rascal is a young human male who is very just young, probably the youngest out of the group. He's maybe like 19 or 20. Salt and pepper, black hair, which is prematurely gray for whatever reason. So he's got a little bit of a salt and pepper thing going on. Rascal was raised by a traveler woman who knew some magic and shared some of that with him, but his primary skill is in acrobatic tricks, stealth. He was raised in a circus, so he is very acrobatic. Sitting next to him, he has a pole that he would use for acrobatic feats in his career and stuff. It's a short pole, but still. He's shorter than your average human male. He's a little bit scrawny, but underneath all of the black leather outfit that he wears and the hood that he has pulled up, trying to look tough when he's very soft, is a bunch of knives hidden on his person, and also hiding underneath him. He looks scrawny, but there's lean muscle underneath all of the leather armor. Also, absolutely simps for Xena, I will say. That's Rascal.
Very nice, very nice. As the camera pans, there is one empty chair at the table. It appears that the dwarf who invited you to meet him still hasn't arrived in the tavern, giving you guys just a few moments to carry on some tavern conversation. So I will step out a little bit, and I will let your characters have a little bit of RP time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Well, as soon as we like sit down at a table, I'm immediately just checking out people's, like, if they're wearing any, like, thing that looks cool, checking to see if their coin purses are are well attached or well guarded. If anybody has any jewelry or anything like that, I'm just basically not really paying attention to my friends, just watching the room, looking for a moment to just like slink away and grab something for myself and then reappear.
You're casing the entire joint.
Casing
Yes.
the joint. Do me a favor. Go ahead and roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
First roll.
Oh yeah.
Is this have anything to do with sneaking? Because I get a boon if this is considered sneaking.
This is kind of more of like just perceiving.
Okay, gotcha.
Because you were describing kind of like
Oh,
your
a
casing.
6.
A 6. Okay.
Well, it begins. It begins.
There-
First roll's a crit.
There is a table not too far
Okay.
from you with probably 6 drunkard shield dwarves just having a blast. They're hammered out their mind. They got a pitcher of ale that one of them is just like picked up and is starting to chug out of it, and the others are like cheering them on. Silverware just shatters onto the floor as they're just like stumbling over the tables and stuff. Coin purses kind of dangling off the side. It'd be easy pickings. But with a 6, another thing that you do notice is sitting at the bar is she kind of catches eye with you at one point and then quickly kind of turns away. It was like one of those awkward I was looking at you and then you saw me and I turned away moments. A beautiful looking bright golden blonde haired elf woman sitting at the bar. Appears to be in kind of like comfortable street clothes, a big thick jacket, because I mean you guys are in Mirabar, it gets kind of cold here, so they're all kind of like bundled up, and she just kind of quickly turns around and goes back to eating some kind of bowl of some soup or something in front of her. So
In
those
that
are the
case,
2 things you notice with the 6.
I'm going to try and go over and just swipe one of the more full looking coin purses on the way over to this elven lady. I'm going to try and swipe one of their coin purses.
Okay, you got it. So they are drunk. So I need you to go ahead and roll a d6, and I'm gonna call this. I just need you to roll a 3 or above.
Okay. It says I remain unnoticed. I have sticky fingers as a inclination. It says you can steal small objects from targets and remain unnoticed given the opportunity unless you roll a 1.
Just
Okay.
don't roll a 1 then.
That's a 2.
A 2.
Ooh.
That's a 2.
A 2. so you sneak up, right, and you almost get the coin purse off of one of them, and then another one of those doors like bumps into them aggressively, like they're starting to like almost get into an argument about something that they talked about 20 minutes ago. And the coin purse just gets kind of pulled out of your hand and it's still on his belt. And then like one of the other doors like bumps in you. Hey, look out!
Does this dwarf have like any like kind of like ring or anything on his ring, or on his finger or anything?
Yeah, he has a big golden kind of ring on his pinky.
I'm gonna act like he knocked me over, and I'm gonna try and grab his hand, and I'm gonna try and like slide that ring off his hand.
Okay, roll that d6 again.
Oh,
This is going to be a little bit harder. This is going to be a 4 or above. It's like he's looking straight
That's
at
a
you.
6.
6. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, you got
Oh.
you slip the coin or the ring right off of his finger. It's in the palm of your hand.
No problem, sir.
You really
You have a nice day.
You really need to watch yourself, you know.
Yeah, I do. I'm
This-
sorry.
This place can get a little rowdy.
Can I
I
just
see
go over
that.
to my party and say, like, if this guy doesn't show up soon, I'm down for a bit of a brawl? Bar fight?
Griselda just wants a drink right now.
I just want to. They're asking for it.
I can start that. Hold on. I'm gonna
No, I
turn
called
around.
it.
I'm gonna turn around and throw the rock that I was sharpening my sword with right at that guy's forehead.
The guy that's talking to
Yeah. The guy that's talking to he's-
Heathen. Okay. Go ahead and roll a d6. Need a 3 or more.
6.
Roll another d6. You crit.
4.
Oh,
4.
no. Oh no.
Okay.
I can knock his hand on his ass.
You throw this rock and he turns last minute while Heathen's like looking at him. And this rock it's almost like slow motion. It's like, and hits him right in between the eyes. Blood starts to like spew down the front of his face, and you just watch this guy, his eyes roll back into his head, and he goes, "You really need to watch what and falls in front of you and just lands on the floor.
Here, let me help you. Now, lay him down. Then I'm gonna take his coin purse without, without being any, because he's unconscious. So I'm assuming
you grab it without any problem. You get 40 gold pieces.
Cool.
I'm still leaning back in my chair. I don't even make eye contact. I just threw the rock and then stopped watching.
It seems like you threw the rock and it just like knocked this guy out, and everybody else at the table just weren't even paying attention to what was happening. So they just like they're just all drunk. And then Heathen just kind of like gets the guy gathered up and then moves away, right?
Yeah. I walk right over to this elven individual.
All right, yeah, she's just sitting there. She's eating out of this bowl as you approach.
Hi, can I interest you in a drink? And I'll set down that coin purse I just stole.
Okay.
What do you roll to steal the heart?
Nice.
Sticky fingers apply to that too?
She really just, she kind of like looks at you side-eyed and then points to the mug that's kind of in front of her bowl.
You want a refill?
No, I
can get that. Refill, please, over here.
I really got plenty. I have enough.
Huh?
This is
What,
fine.
you mind if I join you? I saw you looking at me from across the bar, so I just figured I'd come over and say hi. My name's Heathen.
Heathen, I'm terribly sorry. It was one of those moments where I was just kind of looking around and our eyes met for just a brief moment, and
it was magic, right?
You broke me already, Derek.
Derek is at it tonight, dude. He's on
I'm just going to lean over to Griselda and just go, hey, I got 3 gold. He strikes out.
I don't have any gold. Can you buy me a lemonade?
Yes.
Thank you.
The woman just looks shocked of that what you just said, and really, I'm just here for business, really.
What kind of business is that? Maybe I can help you with it.
I doubt it.
I mean, you never know until you let me know.
Can you please just go away?
Hey, you looked at me, so I was just, seeing what was
I'm
up.
just very uncomfortable right now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I will pay for your drink and your meal. Just if you change your mind, and I will put 5 gold on the table and walk away.
I don't need your money.
It's there. You can leave it there. Someone else can pick it up.
Fine.
Pay forward.
Oh, right.
That's very good. Yeah, Heathen approaches back up there, and as you're walking by that table, what's wrong with him? He had one too many. Looks like he fell and busted his face. And they all start just laughing at the table.
Get back over to my group.
Okay.
Heathen, did you grab my rock?
Oh no! Did you want me to grab your rock?
Yeah, I was
Sure.
helping you.
I will go back over there to pick up the rock. And head back.
Okay. He brings
There
your
you
rock back.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
If I don't have you gold, I will ask result.
You have any gold? I don't know if you have any
No.
gold.
You told me we were betting, but I don't have any money.
You lost the bet.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if you have money, you owe me money.
No. You're supposed to
How-
buy me lemonade.
How much money do you owe Result?
Well, we bet 3 gold that you were going to strike out, and you struck out, so I won.
Oh yeah, that's true. Here you go. I will take 3 gold out of that coin pouch and hand it over.
I'll take 2 of the gold and put it in my bag, hand 1 over to Griselda. There you go. Here's your gold. Go buy yourself a lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh, we also here we can use this for food and drinks for everybody. Just slam the coin pouch on the table.
That's awesome.
Since we're
Zena, I
waiting.
tried. Zena, I tried to start a fight. I really did.
They're too drunk.
Yeah.
Not a
Mr. Belvedere, do you want a drink?
No, dear, I'm perfectly fine. I do appreciate you offering, though.
Oh, sure, no problem. I'll go over to the bar and get myself lemonade.
He's doing it again.
Yeah, she's
None of
talking
us
more
hear the
ghosts.
other voice, right?
No,
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, you guys can't hear that.
We just
She's talking
hear
to
her
her ghost
talking
again.
to the wind.
Weird that she keeps doing that.
And it's
Uh-huh.
about this time where you guys do look up and notice that approaching your table, just coming in to the bottom of the barrel, is a dwarf that looks very similar to is the one that you guys spoke to meet him here. He's a rough-looking dwarf, a little bit shorter and stouter for a dwarf, and he's got this really rough, rugged-looking, dirty face that's consumed by fiery orange facial hair. His beard is so thick and curly, you have no idea if he even has a neck under there somewhere. He's very short, very stout, and he's wearing his left arm in a sling. And he approaches and, "Hi there! See you all made it. I have a seat here."
That's why it's open.
Excellent. He sits down in the old rickety chair and slides in. Well, I see you all got the drink started without me.
Back lemonades. You don't have a lemonade now. Oh, poop.
It's fine. I don't need a lemonade.
Mm.
Any ale? I'll take an ale.
I got mead.
Michael's hard lemonade.
Amazing.
Nice.
I did it.
You did it. You win. He's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take a mead."
I'll give him one of the cups that are on the table that I had for me.
Right. He takes a big swig. He's like, it's like dripping down all his orange beard and stuff. I don't want to do that all over my cool proficiency bonus shirt. But yeah, he like sets it down with big after he's done. You guys get a big whiff of this awful smelling breath. Yeah, it's bad.
There's more of it on the floor than it is in your stomach. I mean,
yeah, I guess. You know, I should probably take it easy in the next sip.
probably.
Yeah. Well, let's just cut to the chase, friends. I'm glad you could meet me here this evening. I would offer to get you all drinks, but it seems like, by the looks of all these cups and mugs on the table, that you guys are pretty set. But then he kind of looks around, making sure people aren't kind of like being too involved in the conversation. He leans down over the table. He's like, "In regards to the Weevil, I know where he's camping out. I got a tip from a reliable source that he's been hiding down in Xantharl's Keep, just south of here. Right under the nose of the Shield of Mirabar. Sneaky bastard that one is. Clever and cunning as he is ruthless. Be careful out there. If he feels cornered, he won't think twice about letting all of you bleed out right there in the middle of the city streets." Shouldn't take you more than a day to arrive. Gotta be careful on the way, though, too. This side of the long road can be dangerous, especially at this time of year. I heard many a tale of orc and troll sightings more and more frequently. That and the giants have all gone crazy. Have you heard about this? You
Yeah, it
have?
sounds like big people problems.
You're not worried about a giant?
No.
Have you ever seen a giant?
Points over with Xena.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
I fought
He's
a
pretty big.
cyclops once, but I don't think a giant.
Mm.
They're pretty big though.
Giants are bigger than Cyclops. And they got 2 eyes instead of 1. I guess they can see better or something. I don't know.
If they're that big, they got to be pretty slow.
Well, they got a long stride.
Yeah, but they're not dexterous.
Hmm. Well, just avoid it and then you won't have to worry about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be
you're
the-
right.
The Weevil hanging out
It's
with
big enough to
giants
see
or
them
something?
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely. They tower over the trees. And if they get one that towers over them, they just push that thing right out of the way. Uproot it. They usually toss it a couple 100 yards away. I think they do that for fun. I don't know.
Sounds
Are we-
dangerous.
Oh,
Are we dealing with them to get to the Weevil?
oh, hopefully not.
Oh.
I said they're just going crazy. You never know where they're going to end up. But once you arrive over at Xantharl's Keep, there's a nice place there called the Falling Orc Inn. It's probably the best place to begin your search. He kind of holds up that cup of mead and is like, there's a nice reward for capturing that guy, so...
Where do we bring him to?
Well, this little flyer here, and he hands you that flyer that was on your opening screen. It says you got to basically bring him back to Mirabar and turn him into the axe of Mirabar, which is basically the police
Like the guard.
force, like the guard, yeah, of Mirabar.
Does it say alive or dead on the poster?
It says wanted alive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Carter.
But he kind of looks at you guys and he chugs the rest of that meat and puts it down on the table and he's like, "Oh, well, excuse me." And he taps his arm that's in a sling and he's like, I need to go rest up. Good luck to you.
Arm wrestle with Xena.
What was that?
He must have lost arm wrestling to you, right?
I would have remembered that. Or maybe I wouldn't have. Did we arm
Depends on how
wrestle?
difficult it was.
Did I do that?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I pulled it. In the mine.
Doing what?
Mining.
Boring.
Man, it's what I do.
Cool, good talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave before this gets too awkward, okay? It's...
Yeah,
Too
please.
late.
all
Bye.
right. Too
Yeah,
late.
we're already there, man.
He doesn't push in his chair because dwarves don't push in their chairs, and they start walking away.
Off to another.
3 steps away, probably still within earshot. Basalt's going to look at the group. Hey, anybody know why he's telling us to go do this instead of just doing it himself if the money's so good?
Well, I mean,
You probably
Doesn't
can't.
matter.
What's he getting
Yeah.
out of it, though?
look at his arm.
Maybe he wants the Weevil found.
Maybe the
Maybe the-
Weevil stole something from him. And
Exactly.
People are
be,
Personal vendetta.
just lazy.
To be fair, I was interested in this a
That's
long
fine.
time ago. It's kind of my thing. The
why?
hunting bounties.
Why? Why this fun?
He probably has a lot of money
Mm.
and treasure. I love treasure.
Pretty sure I have a few bounties.
Yeah, but you're with me, so I don't care about yours.
I demand at least 7 gold.
For yours?
Yes.
I take out 7 gold for
Wait, Grizzly,
Here
you want a bounty on your head for 7 gold?
No, I want to out of this reward. I want
Oh.
7.
Oh, okay.
right,
Griselda, dear, you know you could probably at least get 10 out of the deal.
Griselda strokes her beard that's kind of there. Deal. I will do it for at least 10 gold now.
Whoa, that's a big upgrade from 7.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if we can do that one.
Oh no.
She has the skills that it could be useful.
Fine. I'm okay with it if everybody else is.
Okay.
Sounds fine to me.
All right, where are we going again?
Another tavern, and we haven't even been kicked out of this one, so this is pretty good for us.
Yeah.
I'll take
tried,
you over.
I
I'll
really
take you guys
did.
back over to the main map, and then you guys can see.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm here.
Xanthar's Keep
Oh.
is pretty much 20 to 25
Whole
miles
15
south.
minutes.
Is the red like the road?
Red is the road. Mm-hmm.
What's
That is the long road or the high road.
high road?
That'd be the long road. Yep. Because
long
it
road.
goes from Mirabar all the way down to Tribor.
Oh.
So it goes
A day's journey.
and then when you get to Tribor, if you go towards the coast, you end up in Daggerford.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and we're familiar with this area, correct?
Oh, you'd be familiar, yeah.
Oh, we don't even need to follow the road. We can just go straight
Straight.
to Centaur's Keep and cut through the hills.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. With
Sure, if you know the way.
We can figure it out.
That way.
Be a scenic journey.
Plenty of
What are you
ground.
doing, kid?
Yeah.
That's
Somebody
cool.
else
Why
should lead.
wouldn't we go on the road?
Rascal frozen.
Road takes longer.
Oh.
If the road all
Okay.
goes like this, why not just go straight?
What if there's a mountain in the way?
Then I open a hole in the mountain. That's what I do. I'm good at it.
Neat.
Or you could be like Rascal and you can flip over the mountain.
How long would it take if we cut through? Can we guesstimate?
To be 100% honest, it just depends on how, like, what abilities you guys have. Because if the road is cleared,
Right.
whereas if you were going through the hills, it'd be a little bit rougher terrain. The road's flat. So
It's a good workout.
you got to kind of balance it out. Do you want the
how
rough
long is it by
terrain and a
road,
shorter?
Yeah, how long is it by road then? Roughly by on feet.
I'm
foot.
gonna say that we'll say that it's about, if you travel there on the road by foot, it would take you probably 12 hours.
Okay. We could just road then.
5 votes for the road.
Two.
Alright.
I'm good with either direction.
Is
I
it
would vote for the mountains. The struggle would be good for the spirit.
That's
is-
For
true.
the hills.
Can I enter a trance and predict future events or divine
Oh,
the best course of action?
Sure,
What?
go for it.
All right.
Role play how this happens.
Alright, Griselda is gonna just kind of sit down and be like, and try to do her best own face, but really be obnoxious about it, and try to go what would be the best course of action for us? Really awkward pitch.
So so in the rules under your character sheet, what does it specify? You just get
It just says the probabilities of the universe roll around you. By entering a trance, you can predict future events or divine the best course of action.
okay.
The inspiration that come to you are often jumbled and obscured, but must be interpreted by me.
Okay, got it. So, you see this image of you guys kind of going over some hills, and there's trees kind of speckled all over the place. You also see there's a road going in the hills. Doesn't seem like it belongs. Like, it's just weird. It's like there's a road there. There's a giant like walking along the road through the hills and has like a big bag over his back. He's like scratching his head. Sniffs his armpit. Continues to kind of walk a little bit. And then you see about 10 goblins like walking on the other side of the trail. And they're all wearing these helmets. And on the helmets, they all have like things attached to them. Like they got like twine wrapping around them. Some of them have like little forks and knives sticking off of them. Like silverware. Some of them have little like bones, like looks like ribs from a small animal that they killed. But they're just like walking, going.
But they're in the hills too?
Yeah, it's like they're all walking along the road.
Huh.
But the road's in the hills. It's all weird. It's all jumbled.
Constipated.
Let's go to the road, cause there's the giant in them hills.
Griselda, dear, did he say that it would be good for me to travel through the mountains?
Spiritual journey.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
A lot of things.
So
Don't say that, Griselda. You know a lot of things.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Okay.
Who's she talking to?
Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, her ghost again. Yeah.
He's a blur.
I'm sorry? I didn't know what you said. Was I
I was
supposed to hear?
talking to you, dear. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Nobody seems to
Later,
wanna
why
go
do
in
you
the
send me your
hills,
hardest
so
battles?
we should just go on the road. Nobody wants to go in the hills. Even though there's a giant in the hills, we could go see a giant, but it's fine.
Gonna look over at Rascal. Hey, Rascal, what do you want to do? Hills or the road? You're the only one who hasn't voted. I say we follow your advice. You choose.
Zena wants to do.
Whatever Xena wants to do.
Whatever Xena wants to do.
Oh my god.
He's smart and strong and knows things.
Swing a sword.
It, wait, you said there's a giant in the hills?
Yes, a large being, bigger than two of you, I think. Two. In the hills. He's stinky.
Yeah, let's
I
go.
don't know about the giant.
Let's go to the hill.
Let's go to the hills.
Yeah, let's go to the. We should test if Griselda is seeing things. We should like test her theories. Like, what if she's like right? The gods work in mysterious ways.
Really
To be
see.
divinely inspired.
Yeah.
She could see better than me and One Eye over there.
Hey, listen. There's no need for that. Okay. I can see just as good as anybody else at this table.
Stars are
okay?
very attractive. Don't worry.
Do you have vision?
Thank you.
What?
Do you have monovision?
I have a cousin who caught that.
No, but
Oh, that's a shame.
no, but Aegon has monobrow.
Uh,
I don't shave that part of my head.
all right. Are we leaving tonight or tomorrow?
If we leave now and it gets to be late, I can always just make us a little cave to go rest in.
Okay. Yeah. It's been a while since I've slept outside, so yeah, we can do that.
All right. So you guys are headed out this evening?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and saddle up my horse and get equipment set up and go.
Okay. Anybody have anything in particular that you are doing to prep for the journey? You guys just getting your things together and heading on right on out? So it's up to you guys.
I'll pick up my 2 katanas and clip them on to my left side, and then I'll take like, do we have like turkey or chicken at the table?
Sure. You tell me.
I'll take the turkey off, full turkey off the table, put it in my bindle, and then throw my bindle over my shoulder, and I'm leaving.
Okay. You got it.
What's the ground look like as I walk outside?
There, you guys are in kind of like a nicer part of Mirabar here, so it's nicer parts of. I mean, it's like cobblestone kind of roadways, but if you walk a little ways, you can find some dirt roadways and things that are off the main roads.
Let me ask this: would my elementalist speciality of Earth, would I be able to work with stone at all?
I guess, I mean, it doesn't specify if it's like worked stone or not. I mean, does it?
It just gives the options: earth, fire, water, air.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with that.
Okay, gonna find a nice big chunk of cobblestone.
Mm-hmm.
Take a couple minutes, sort of reach down and start basically pull the stone out and meld it into a small wheel.
Okay.
Go over to another nice piece of stone, pull that out, make it into a seat, and basically make myself a little single seat unicycle.
Okay. All right.
And then walk over to Xena with hold up one end of my grappling hook. Can I attach this to the back of your saddle and just ride behind you?
You're gonna have to talk to Argo about that. It's up to him if he'll do it. And Argo is like a really beautiful stallion, like palomino color, like bright, like white mane, like a tan color. He's gorgeous, but he only likes me, so good luck.
I hate that horse. I hate that horse so much.
Walk around to the front of the horse. You don't speak my language, I don't speak yours, but hi, I want to tie this to the back of the saddle and ride on my little one-wheeled car.
The horse just stares at you. Its tail just moves.
Do you have any, does he have any dirt or anything from the road on him?
Not really.
Yeah, probably not.
You could brush him. I like you then.
Yeah, he doesn't speak to me. He doesn't know me.
Give it a try.
Okay. I'm gonna take what Zeta said, take the grappling hook out, just walk over and throw it up at the saddle.
I gotta get his medical kit ready.
It's booted.
You're able to attach it. Okay.
Yeah, but when we start moving, it's another.
Just basically wheel myself back about 15, 20 feet from the horse.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Sit
Yeah.
down on my little
Smart.
one-wheel thing and
All right, I will.
tie it around my waist.
Oh God.
I can't wait for it to do the horse thing where it poops in the middle of running.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my weapons saddled up, my long sword and my chakram, and then jump up on the horse.
Okay.
Wait for the rest of my party and see if this fucking works.
Got it. The rest of you gather together. Any of you doing anything in particular? You guys just ready to move out?
Yep, just ready to go.
Okay, so horse-drawn unicycle made out of cobblestone is going to lead the way as you guys follow behind.
I'm keeping a walking pace. Like I don't.
Right, you don't want to get too far out.
Yeah, I'm not Callista. I stay
Do any of you have any features or anything for travel or anything that you think that could aid you in your journey of any kind?
I just have a feature that I'm very bad with directions, so
Okay.
like north, south, east, west, out the window.
It's a good thing that you have the rest of your party together. Then you guys are.
Yeah.
I don't have any features, but I would assume her background is like survival inclined.
Okay. So you would definitely lead the way then, Xena, on this
I would
journey?
assume, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Somebody else.
Sure. Matthew, I need you to make a roll for me with a D6. Beat a 4.
Come on, do it.
5. All right.
Nice.
The invention holds true. You're able to
Oh shit.
stay connected to your new horse-drawn trailer that you've invented. Unitrailer. It's difficult though because you really have to like balance the whole time. So you're really working your core, all right, the whole time.
You're gonna have the steel by the time we get there.
That's it.
As we're walking, we're all watching this. I'm just gonna kind of like just talk to whoever's listening. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I think that would be better with 2 wheels, not just one.
Well, is listening just reverently, like absolutely, completely agree. Yes.
3 wheels instead of 2.
Sure, I guess that would, I guess, yeah.
You are so smart, Griselda. More wheels are better.
So many wheels. You could put 7 of them on there.
Wow, 7 sounds great.
That might be a little overkill, I'm gonna be honest. That's a really small carriage, and it's hitting 7 wheels on that thing might be difficult.
Griselda, dear, don't let him undermine your great thoughts.
7. It has to be 7.
Sure. Okay.
Griselda, you're the only one that can see this, but Mr. Belvedere sticks his tongue out at Heathen.
Ow.
I kind of move farther away from Griselda. Might be a little scared of her, but you know, whatever.
So, here's what I'm going to do. You guys travel for the evening through the hills. I'm going to say you would probably stop at a certain time, make camp or cave, if you would like to. That would be up to your earthbender.
Basically, it all depends on the weather and what people are comfortable with. If they want a little...
Weather's good. It's not really, like, it's cloudless, starry night. You know, it's a beautiful evening, really. A little on the cold side because of how far north you guys are, but that's about it. The morning comes without issue, and you guys continue on your journey down to Xantharl's Keep. You didn't see, Griselda, you didn't see any road at all through the hills. You guys didn't see any trace of a giant or any goblins wearing helmets. It's just really strange. But you guys...
Talk to the rear end.
Oh, you cut out on me. What did you...
I'm going to talk to the horse's rear end and just go, I knew she was crazy.
Nice. So as you guys can see Xantharl's Keep just in the distance, you can see it's a very fortified, very small village. Almost in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's like you came over this hill, and boom, there's like a fortified village with a keep in the middle of it. Kind of... player knowledge. Kind of reminds you a little bit of Nightstone. A little bit bigger than Nightstone, probably. But it reminds you of that. And on the outer wall is very heavy, and you can see that there are these large crossbows that are mounted to the battlements at the top. And you can see most of the shelters inside have very steep roofs on them. So that way, when it snows here in the cold temperature months, the snow can kind of fall off, and when it melts, it just kind of falls off to the side. A lot of buildings and structures this far north have a tendency to have that kind of architecture to them. Surrounding, there's a small keep in the middle, and surrounding the keep, you can see there's several other buildings that have heavy shutters on them as well. Most likely, probably to keep the heat in the winter and things of that nature. But yeah, you guys approach the keep. The main gate is open as you guys approach. There are an absurd amount of armed guards all around this place. Like, it looks as if, like, guards compared to population, like, outnumber the normal population of the keep 3-1.
And they're all, like, uniformed as the same sort of thing?
Yeah, they all look like they're wearing the same thing. You do notice that, like, on top of the wall, like, where some of the crossbows and stuff are attached, it does look like some guards have, like, this, it's like a half cape type thing over their shoulder that is different colors and have different signets on it, maybe indicating a kind of rank or something like that. But yeah, you guys make your way into, you're welcomed into the town. And I'm just going to take you guys in Roll20 to a map of the keep. So you guys can see what this place kind of looks like from above.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So that, the road there on the right-hand side of the map, that's the high road. Going from north to south. Mm-hmm. And then the main gate, where you guys came in, was right where somebody, purple shift pinged right there on the map. It seems to be, it's just circle battlement wall all around the village.
Oh, they let us in. I guess we need to find this falling orc inn.
I'd say it's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon whenever you guys arrive, probably. Give or take.
What if this guy runs the whole place? There's a lot of guards.
Well, if you rascals don't be too rascally.
Y'all are saying that, and I'm already moved up to where the guards are.
Okay.
Excuse me, dude. Where would be the falling orc inn?
Oh, it's just inside there. You'll see it as soon as you walk in. Just make a left right there. Nice establishment over there.
Thank you. I'm sorry to say this, but is there a reason why there's so many armed guards here? Is there are y'all expecting trouble? Is there something we should know about since we're going to be staying a few days?
He kind of looks at you suspiciously for a second. And then he says, well, to be honest, we're kind of like the southern eyes of Mirabar, so to speak. See if any problems arise down here, we can quickly get word to the main city.
Okay, I understand.
It's kind of
I was just curious.
Military outpost, you know.
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right. Well, thank you. I'll head back to the people, my group.
Mhm.
Found where the inn is. Still left when we go inside. They said this was like a military outpost. That's why there's so many of them.
Would make sense.
In other words, we shouldn't cause any trouble looking for this guy.
Why would he be hiding?
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense to hide here. That last place people would look is the place where all the guards are.
Yeah, hide right under their noses.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense at all.
It's a classic Mark trick.
Oh, who's Mark?
It's my friend that we're looking for, that we're gonna trade in for money.
Okay, wait, that's not nice.
Well, it's
How
not
you
a
gonna
nice
get
business.
Ruth, I don't think you know the meaning of friendship.
Well, do you want your 10 gold or not?
Okay.
Over they gone. I thought we were looking for the Weevil. Who's Mark?
Maybe he has more than one name. Some people do that, right?
Middle name.
5 or 7. Maybe he's a
The
gnome.
way he's
Don't like gnomes.
Rotten little things, aren't they?
I don't trust him.
You don't trust them?
Trust
I knew a few gnomes in the circus. They were always nice.
Oh.
They were nice, but were they trustworthy?
They did teach me how to steal. They did.
He's in a really big gnome.
No.
No. No. He said it's not.
I am relatively short for a human, to be fair, but I am not a big gnome. No.
Steal.
What?
Tavern.
Yeah, lead the way.
Sure, it's this way.
All right. You guys make your way into that building that I have circled in blue. Making your way into that building that's circled in blue. The Falling Orc Inn. It's a wood frame structure that looks like it was built off the remains of a former stone building that had damage to it. So where it got damaged, they just started to like frame it in with wood. So it's like part of it is like rock or like, you know, stone and then wood from the top up or from the kind of bottom floor up. And you can see that attached to it, there's a stables attached to it on the other side. So it's a inn and tavern, and you've got stables that where, you know, your horse can be taken care of while you stay. And it also looks like the military individuals that are here, the guardsmen and stuff, they have horses that are trained and or stay here for kind of scouting around the area if needed. But yeah, you walk in, a pretty nice looking place inside, really rustic looking. You smell the sense of food and drink as soon as you walk in. You see wooden tables and the large bar up for. Actually, it's a little bit bigger than the normal bars that you see because behind the counter is a hulking half ogre female wearing this white stained apron behind the counter and serving a couple of Dwarven guards some meals. The Dwarven guards are sitting on like these elevated stools just to get even higher than they would normally get to on in this bar.
Why is it always dwarves?
Gnomes. Gnomes we had a problem with. We have a problem with everyone.
It's a little
Anybody who's
Just
not
little
us.
people?
Yes.
How tall are you?
3'3". Why?
Just asking.
You call me a little person?
Nope.
You both are pretty little. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
You're one-eyed.
Okay.
Is it
All
rude?
right.
Dry out.
I'm gonna find a stable and.
If you could read.
Okay, you do. There's a lot of guards here. I don't know if I'm gonna start a bar fight here.
Well, those is put up.
Xena, as you pull up to the bar, there is a kind of like bundled up, dirty looking dwarf that sees you approach with the horse. I can take that for you, ma'am. And grabs the horse kind of by the reins and starts heading
I'll
towards
get
the.
more gold.
Oh, thank you for your generosity. And he starts to take your horse to the stable area that's attached to the side of the building.
If he gets hurt, I'll kill you.
Oh, it'll be well taken care of, ma'am. I promise.
Argo.
Okay. So, entering the tavern, what do you guys want to do?
Find a table.
All right, it's easy enough. I mean, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so there's plenty of open space. Sit down. It's not too crowded right now.
Happy hour.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Seems you always hit the tavern at the same time, just in time for drinks.
So
We
he
spend a lot of time at taverns.
Yeah.
It's a good hangout spot. This is where, where people go.
Did the dwarf that met us at first, did he tell us a name to talk to?
No, he just said to come here. It'd be a good place to start your search.
Our research.
Mm.
Weevil is gonna go find a corner to go crawl into and put his head up and act mysterious.
Okay.
Mysterious.
Is this a normal behavior around the group that when Rascal visits a
Yeah.
new tavern, just automatically does that?
He really wants to be the mysterious assassin in the corner. He is an assassin in training, so he's just, practicing his skills.
Okay.
Trying to
You
look
got
cool for Xena.
Yeah.
He's trying.
The group knows. The group knows he's not that.
Oh no.
Okay.
So you guys are able to find a table. Within a few moments after feeding the individuals at the bar, the large, hulking, half-ogre female walks over to the table and looks at all of you and says, "Oh, welcome there, dears. How are you all doing today?"
Wow, you're big.
Do you fall a lot?
Oh, yeah. Do I fall a lot?
How the falling work?
Oh, no, that's a falling orc. That's what I used to make happen to the orcs.
Oh,
Back
that's
in my
awesome.
back in my prime.
She's a bugbear.
No, not one of those. No, you're. Wow, this group, you are all so cute. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
You
you're
don't hear that
welcome.
often.
Can I get you something? Oh,
Could I ask you a question?
Forgive me. My name is Arzastra.
Arzastra. Could I ask you a question, Arzastra?
Absolutely. What is it, huh?
We're looking for somebody.
Okay. There's a lot of people that come around here looking for other people.
Yeah. I figured you'd say that.
Mhm.
I kick he's in. I put my hand out for money.
One second. I step up from the table.
You spent it all already.
I think you just left it sitting all on the counter.
So I'm gonna go look around the cavern, see if I can see any loose coin purses.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Do I have money on me?
This is gonna be a little bit.
Oh,
I do.
This is gonna be a little bit harder.
It's a 1.
A 1. Nope.
Yeah.
There's only the 3 other dwarves sitting at the bar right now. It's there's hardly anybody in here, and you don't even see where their coin purse is from where they're sitting right now.
Wait. If you can re-roll, right? Hold on.
You can use your hero die and re-roll, or you can spend.
you know what? Let's
remember,
do it.
everybody has 3 karma points. So if you fail a roll, you gain a karma point. Or you
Okay.
can use karma to up your roll to turn it into a success, but you needed a 5 or a 6 on this roll.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll.
Okay, using your
I'm gonna
hero
use
die.
my hero. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
On a
and re-roll.
silly roll like this, 'cause you have to, right? That's a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see one of the dwarves that are sitting at the bar, a coin purse, just kind of sitting underneath, outside of the top jacket of what he's wearing.
Just gonna kind of slink over there, go unseen. Kind of walk past very quickly, accidentally bump into him, and act like I stumble a little bit. And I'm gonna try and take that coin purse off.
Okay, make a roll. I'm gonna say 5+. These guys aren't drunk.
5.
You got it. Go ahead and role play it.
I bump into him, and I actually like trip over, and I'm like, oh, I am so sorry. My vision is a little blurry. I think something's wrong with my eyes a little bit. Sorry, I'm sorry. I did not see you there sitting on that stool. Do you know where the bathroom is?
Oh, it's right back there. He points, and there's
Thank
another
you.
like a hallway that you can go to.
And I will walk to the bathroom and quickly turn around, come back to the table.
Okay. As you went to the bathroom,
Uh-huh.
the door didn't open right away. It was
Oh.
locked, and then all of a sudden it opens, and a terrible aroma comes out. And
Oh,
that individual that you saw outside that took the horse from Xena kind of, oh, excuse me, and then walks by and then heads back like a back door towards the stables. It
You
reeks terrible.
I just
smell.
turn around. I don't even go in there now. Nope.
Do not go in there.
Oh, and you got an additional 40 gold from this pouch that's inside.
Sweet. I walk back to the table. Here you go. Now I will put the coin purse onto his
Is that
hand.
you?
No, that was the horse guy that took your horse. He like destroyed the bathroom.
I'll just
Haskell
reach
is
in.
taking notes, like bump into them. Say, sorry, I was looking for the bathroom.
Oh no.
I'll reach into this hand purse and I'll pull out like 10 gold,
Okay.
and then pull out the wanted poster and put the 10 gold on top of the wanted poster.
Slick.
Okay. She,
To
like-
the person.
Like picks it up and looks at it for a moment. It's like, Izzy, those eyes kind of look familiar to me, but this, I don't know. I don't think I've seen this person.
You said the eyes look familiar. What's that mean?
I kick him. I kick him.
Kick who?
I
What?
kick you.
Kick me for
Xena.
what?
Xena's trying to be like not looking at the gold, like give her more gold. She
Oh, okay.
recognizes the eyes, but I can't remember. Maybe if I have some more money, I might remember.
Yeah, I
Oh,
I read that. I read that situation. I'll pour 10 more onto the table.
Okay. She is like kind of like looks at all the gold that you're piling up, and it's like oh, I wish I knew more for you, hon. I mean, like I said, the eyes, I can some resemblance of the eyes, but I don't. The rest of them just looks, I don't know.
Who do the
don't
eyes
know.
remind you of?
I don't know, like somebody I've seen before or talked to before, but perhaps, I don't know, just some kind of recognition in the eyes on this picture you handed me, but I don't know.
Do we have like an insight check in this game?
Insight
Go,
check.
Make
What
a
is
roll,
insight
roll a
check?
d6.
Can I also?
I'm gonna say, yeah.
Yay!
I
Beat,
got a
Can I-
5.
beat a 3.
I got a 5.
Okay, 5.
I got a
I
3.
might try something if I.
Okay, what are you gonna
I
try?
got a 3.
3? Okay.
Oh,
Basically, if you
sorry.
rolled a 3 plus, this woman is being honest. Like there's recognition, but it's kind of like I've seen maybe this person before, but I'm not 100% certain. So
Okay, well, at least it's something we know.
Well, we'll be here for a couple of
Well,
days.
is gonna try to walk up like. Oh, then it's just. It's like never mind. He goes back to his car.
he walks up and then turns around and walks away. Okay.
He gets shot.
Tried so hard.
Come on,
Slinks
Rascal,
back
you can
into
do
his
it,
chair. He
Rascal.
was
Next time.
like, I was gonna try something, and then no.
No, you got it. Next.
He's too shy.
We'll be here
Aw.
for a couple days. If you see anything, let us know. You can have all of this, but if you don't mind,
Really,
so that we don't get eyes.
Really, I wasn't able to help you any, so I don't really need this. Now, if you want to spend it on some of the
Yeah,
food
rooms,
and
yeah.
beverage that we certainly do. Yes.
How about we get some rooms, get some food, and you take the rest as a tip?
We have a deal.
All right, there we go.
How many rooms do you need?
How big are your rooms? That's the question.
You'll probably need at least 2. She looks around.
We'll get
All
I'm
right.
sure we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So she books you guys up for 2 rooms. You guys have some time, probably eat a meal here for kind of like a late lunch, early dinner type thing. And some time passes. Just hanging out for a little while you're eating your meal. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do in Xantharl's Keep?
Keeping a gaze around, is there anyone who walks in that doesn't look like a guard?
Yeah, I mean, there are people that walk in and out. Most of the population here is dwarf, shield dwarf. But there are some humans, and there is, you guys do see a male gnome at one point.
I spent some time studying the eyes in the poster.
Okay.
And I would then solely be focusing on the eyes in the idea that maybe it's a disguise or something like that.
Yeah, I think Xena's also in the same boat, but I think she's gonna like be casing outside, people going in and around this area. Like maybe not going in, but like if she's seen them around this section of the city, she'd like browse and look for people, and that not necessarily in the tavern.
Okay, yeah, so you're just kind of taking a walk around the town. Yeah.
Yeah, but close.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
The poster talks about a scar, right?
Yeah, scar, gray eyes, 4'1".
Yeah, when you look at the poster and you look at the eyes, it's probably the fact that they're. If you've ever seen a person like that has these really like light blue eyes, that are almost on the verge of gray, these are probably. It's very distinct. You can almost not forget when you meet a person like that. It's kind of like one of those situations, and as you're studying the wanted poster there, that's probably where she's pulling this from. Is this person's eyes are very distinct.
Okay.
And what's his actual name? Not the Weevil, but his real name?
It's Mark, believe it or not.
Poster says
Warvel.
Warvel Forkbeard.
Warvel Forkbeard.
Okay. Basalt's gonna watch where the gnome goes.
Oh,
Here, I'll take you
And
guys
then
over.
after-
If you're in the Roll20, you should be able to see the wanted poster again. So that's what
Okay.
it looks like.
And basically, Basalt's gonna watch where the gnome goes, and then follow up, sort of stroll up beside the gnome. Then, very sort of casually, walk over, throw his left arm around the gnome, pull him in nice and close, and be like, "So, Warvel told me to meet the gnome here. That you'd bring me to him. We have business to discuss."
Who?
Warvel. Said to wait here for the gnome, and you're a gnome, right?
Have you been drinking?
Yes, but not much. Been waiting here for hours.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please let go of me?
Warvel said to wait for the gnome. You're the gnome.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. But you're scaring me.
Let go, just...
He goes, "Ah!" and he kind of like rushes off one of the back alleys.
Walk back over to the table, sit down.
well,
He didn't know.
all of this is happening. While all of this is happening, Rascal wants. Dang it. And when you get back to the table, Rascal is trying to sneak up on you.
Rascal's
Put
sneaking
out
up
there.
on.
I
That's
only
what
heard.
Rascal's up to.
You
Rascal?
cut out a little bit when you lean
Yes.
back.
That's because I am shy. Like everything I say is dumb,
Oh, okay.
but it's not. Anyways, that's Rascal.
Okay.
Salt.
So-
No.
Rascal wants to try to sneak up on Basalt because Basalt, he knows to try to sneak up on Basalt and jump out and be like, rah, to see if he can spook him. Which
Okay.
he doesn't, but that's
Okay.
Rascal's antics with Basalt. Nothing at all. Dang.
I didn't hear what you said.
I'm just getting. I get the beginning of it,
I
and then it
think
just dies out on me.
Rascal's trying
Yeah, that's
to
fine. That's fine.
sneak up on Basalt and
Better
scare
that way.
him, but I don't know if
I don't.
know. I think that's what you
That's
want to do.
exactly
Right?
it. And
Yeah.
then Rascal realizes that it didn't work and just goes to sit back down. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Tries to sneak up, scare Basalt, and then it doesn't work, and goes and sits back down. That's what I interpreted. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sits
Okay.
back down with the group this time rather than
Oh, you're over here now.
trying to hide out in the corner.
Mm.
I think you're getting better at it. You just gotta be
am I?
yeah.
It's really good stuff. He's always on guard.
Yay.
He has like the blind sense, so he can kind of feel you coming up.
Who's that talking?
That's why he's so perfect to practice.
That's
on.
fair. That's fair.
Mm.
I also have blind sense, so.
Me too, one eye.
Oh, listen,
I didn't know that.
you wanna? Do you wanna fight in this bar?
Is it because
Right
you're blind in an eye that you have a blind
No,
sense?
no, no.
Losing an
Have an eye.
eye give you blind sense?
I'm pretty sure Xena can do it too.
I heard that when you go blind, you get more senses.
From who?
You guys are so experienced and great.
I'm just gonna get up from the table and go outside. I'm leaving. They're frustrating.
Oh, suffering one,
I
is
have
this
so much
making me
to learn
stronger?
from you.
Okay. So they're leaving. You need to divvy up the rooms. I'm gonna sleep in One Eye's room. While he's sleeping, I'm gonna paint an eye over his scar. Then he'll have two eyes. But he won't know.
I'm
sure he won't.
That sounds super easy to do. Why not?
What's the go to his power? I have this makeup kit.
Lovely.
We'll give him
Why-
some eye, and then we'll give him some lipstick and some blush. It'll be wonderful when he wakes up.
Probably feel like a new person.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody else is
As
gonna be you.
as Ruse walks outside, Xena is kind of perusing around, and you guys kind of meet up outside there, and you both notice that a group of these armored guards, shield dwarf guards, have a quizzical expression on their face for a moment as they all kind of look at one another, and then they all start to kind of rush towards the main gate area. And you can see that the main gate doors are starting to close.
Does it look like they're closing on purpose? Like they want that or they don't want that?
Yeah, it looks like they're closing them on purpose.
Yeah, I want to go check out that.
Wait. I mean,
I kind of just look at Rose. I'm like,
it's their job.
I want to see what the fuck they're hiding from.
Should we get everybody else first? Probably. Okay. All right. I'll go. I'll go with you. We're going.
All right.
We're leaving everybody else behind.
It was your idea, and you chose to come with me. You could have walked back there and got
Listen.
everybody else. You chose to follow me.
They are all on something tonight. Okay, they're all of them together are
They're
just.
excited for the money.
They had so much to drink. I don't know what it is. They're all just very excited.
Different than any other.
Hmm?
How is that any different from any other night?
Maybe I guess it's the job. We're doing something.
You guys can see that now more armored guards are rushing towards the main gate. It looks as if several of them, there's a platform that goes around the outskirts of the wall at the top, and you can see several of them are moving towards that side with haste. And you can see some of them kind of like holding their hands up above their heads like this, and then looking at each other, and you can hear like them whispering each other, then looking back up there. One of them looks like it pulls out like kind of like a spyglass type thing and is like looking through it, looking out.
Can I try and either listen or see what they're seeing? Listen to what they're saying or see what they're seeing?
In order to see, you'd have to elevate your position to be able to see over the wall.
Oh, okay. So like the doors are already closed.
Yeah, they're coming close very quickly, and yeah, you'd have to
But
get.
I'll try to listen for rumors. I'm gonna try and like.
Are there any buildings nearby that are as tall as the wall?
Oh yeah, there's several buildings that are taller if you wanted to try to scale one, or there's some buildings that have like ladders like sitting on the side of them.
Wow, let's do that.
Yeah, if there's a ladder, I'll take that. But if I have to scale it, I will.
Okay. Yeah, I mean
Either way.
it's easy enough. You guys can find a building that's a multi-story building or whatever, and you can start climbing up to the top, leaning up against that ladder to look out. Did either of you have, like, I know, Xena, you didn't have, were you about to say an ability that you had or something like that? Or was I didn't want to step on your toes if you were doing something.
No,
special.
no, because Jamie said I had blind sight, but that's not true. I took Iron Will, which means I can't be scared.
Oh, got it. Oh, cool.
Or like extra charmed or whatever the hell.
Yeah, you guys kind of climb up to the top of the roof area of this building, and you're kind of like resting on the steep grade of this roof and looking over the top of it. And you can see out to where all these dwarves are looking. And out in the field, scattered, you can see an army gathering. And in the center of it, you see a massive, probably at least 25 to 30 foot tall, blue-skinned giant that has a big white beard and this kind of like skull cap metal helmet that has horns sticking out both sides. And it's got frost. Like, you can see the frost even from here on the helmet. He's got this big, massive axe sitting on his shoulder. And this patchwork kind of large leather armor that looks like a bunch of furs and skins of different animals he has killed on his flesh. And he also has with him, in front of him, it looks like about 10 hobgoblins are standing there with long swords and shields. You can see behind that there's 5 massive ogres, and each one of them has this intricate contraption attached to its back. It looks like a little catapult made from wood and rope and all kinds of different, like, it looks like they took like buckets and stuck them on the end of it and tied them and lashed them there. And standing all around there, gathering, is about 50 goblins. All of them are wearing helmets, and each one of the helmets has something attached to it that's like sticking out and pointy.
I think we need help. I think we gotta go get everybody else.
I have this in my equipment, and I think Xena, being one of the people that often like leads the group places, she's gonna pull out a whistle. And everybody in this party knows what this sounds like. And it's like a call to action. So she just like blows really fucking hard on the whistle and hopes that they can hear her from here.
Okay. So you blow your whistle?
Yeah. It's the last thing in my inventory list. I got a whistle.
Nice.
And as that whistle blows, that's where we're going to take our break for the evening. Well. Hey, I did want to do a shout out. We did get a few extra life donations tonight. But for some reason, I saw that they came in on my app, but for some reason, I cannot see who made those to thank them out loud. But I do want to thank whoever was supporting our extra life fundraiser. Thank you so much for doing that.
Well, I can shout out 2 of them for you because I can see it in here. One was an anonymous donation for 50.
Awesome.
And then another donation the Overlord of Chat for 50.
Oh, the Overlord from chat, an anonymous donor for 50. That's awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much for those donations. They definitely help out our great charity with Extra Life. We are going to go ahead and take our break, but I'm going to go ahead and open up our giveaway for the evening.
Ooh.
And
It's
I
giveaway time.
think I have to type in this word. I type in this, and then I think I just do this in the chat. And the giveaway is now open. To enter the chat, all you have to do is type the word celebrate into our Twitch chat, and you will be added to the giveaway list. So make sure you guys get your names in there. Celebrate good times. Come out. All right. That's it. That's what we're doing this week. We're celebrating. So go ahead and type that in the chat. Get yourself entered to win all this cool stuff. And somewhere near the end of our stream tonight, we will give that away to one lucky viewer hanging out with us tonight. So we're glad that you've joined us. We'll be back in just a few minutes to see what happens next, as it seems that trouble has come to Xantharl's Keep. Let's see how the party handles it when we come back.
hope that if it doesn't.
And welcome back, everybody. We're trying to get Zoss's station set up. She's getting rearranged here. Welcome back. We are playing Hunt for the Weevil tonight.
Might even switch over to my phone because my phone might have a better connection.
You can,
so
you can.
I
Yeah, if you feel comfortable doing that.
And my phone. Also, I got a new phone. It's much better.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, try that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you could try that. All right. It may bump our videos out for a minute, but bear with us, folks. We'll get it all situated. We have a giveaway present.
Thing that is making everything take longer. I'm so sorry. Oh, I can't plug that into that because it's not. Okay.
Sloth, honey.
Can she hear us?
I don't know. Sloth, can you hear us?
I think she has her headphones unplugged. Anyway, we do have a giveaway going.
Yeah.
All you got to do is type "celebrate" in the chat, and you will get added to that giveaway. So make sure you type that in. We've got a set of dice, a Call of the Nether Deep module tonight, and a T-shirt. You okay?
She keeps freezing.
She keeps freezing. I don't think she can. Let's hear us. But anyway. Okay. Now Jamie disappeared. it's like herding cats around here, guys. There he goes. So I was going to say, where we left off, the rest of you that are in the tavern can hear the faint sound of a whistle that you recognize. A whistle that you've heard Xena use before.
Salt's just jumping up.
Uh-oh.
She got
Trouble.
She must have found something. And run out the door.
Oh, wait up!
All right.
Run after.
Does that mean she wants us or she doesn't want us?
I think so!
I think she wants us.
We'll also run out the door.
Okay.
All right.
It means she killed somebody and needs help.
I
time.
slowly walk. I don't rush.
Everybody's
I'm not a
running
big
and you're just
combat
doing.
person.
You're
Yeah,
doing
I'm just
the-
kind of like
the slow
doing the
walk.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter.
You're that character.
Yeah,
Yep.
Got it.
yeah.
He's the one that's gonna run away when we all die.
The rest, you guys all rush out the door. You don't see Xena anywhere.
No!
Was that her last whistle?
We'll avenge her. We'll do whatever it takes.
It might have
Oh,
been.
good.
It had to happen at some point.
Dirt here? Is this dirt?
Oh yeah, start.
Basalt just rubs his hands together, crouches down, slams both hands into the ground, and is going to move the earth to create a pillar and raise himself up into the air
Sweet.
so I can get an aerial view and try to find her.
He does
Absolutely.
this every time too, actually. You know, you should know this by now.
So you can feel the rumble of the earth beneath your feet, Basalt, as you rise up on this pillar in the middle of town. And and on your way up, you see Xena and your friend Roos. They're on the side of the roof of top of a house, looking out into the field.
You see Xena gesturing out, like, look!
Down. Hey! Over this way.
Oh, okay.
And as you make as you pull your eyes up from looking down, you see that same army, Basalt, that they saw.
Look down. She pissed off a whole army this time.
Again?
Does it look like
army?
the army's approaching, or is it just standing?
It looks as if it has stopped and is maintaining a formation. And it seems like the giant just standing there with his axe over his shoulder, and he's like running his hands through his beard, much like Matthew is doing.
I would say this puts a little bit of a knot in our search.
This feels much more like a life or death situation, so this is probably more important at the moment. But yeah, probably.
How far is their building from where my pillar is?
30 feet.
I'm gonna reach down and touch this again and basically start leaning it over to make sort of a very high level angular bridge so I can get up on the roof right next to him.
Okay. The earth moves, and then you just do the like step off, kind of like the Pirates of the Caribbean step off the top of the ship as it's coming into the docks, you know?
Leave the land bridge there.
Leaving it there?
Yep.
Okay.
Look outside. What did you do?
As you guys have a view from the top, you can see there is motion beginning down from the army. It looks as if the ogres are taking a few steps forward, and they all kind of get down on one knee. And you see one of the little goblins rush up to the back of the ogre and start like climbing up the back of him. He's got this helmet on that has like little forks and knives sticking out of it. He's got stuck to it. And he jumps into this bucket on the back of this catapult on the back of this ogre. And then you see three other goblins. Like one goblin goes, jumps up and like grabs this like bar that's hanging out the side. And he goes, he's like hanging on it, dangling from it. And he goes, and yells down at some other goblins. And two other goblins jump up and grab his legs. And they yank, and all three of them together yank the bar down. And you watch as these catapults release off the back of these ogres, and these goblins with all these pointed helmets start going flying towards the outer walls of this city. None of them quite make it.
Oh no!
And they slam into the dirt and just roll across the ground. One of them actually rolls and then bumps into the outer like gate wall as you hear a little thud onto it. And then the goblins just lay there. Their helmets are broken and they're just mangled and just laying there motionless.
Is the city's army all inside of the wall?
Yes.
And there are civilians in the city, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems as if they haven't like announced, like they haven't like rung any warning bells or something like that at this moment. But you would know that keeps most of the time do have warning bells if something's going on. Maybe they were just assessing the situation at first. But now it seems as if an attack has been launched.
Literally.
We all go up to Salt's land bridge to like join them, or is it like is it configured that way?
Absolutely.
I'll probably head up to see what they're up to.
Yeah. You guys can all get a view of this if you climb up the land bridge.
I walk along the ground. Do not like heights either.
On the ground too. With heathen.
Okay.
Look over at Rouge. Think we should open up the ground underneath them? Bury them?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I was just going to go fight him right here. I was just finishing up my ration, and I was going to go jump down off the wall and go fight.
Let's see if we can open the ground on them.
Okay.
Gonna walk as close as I can. How far away is the giant from us?
He's still pretty far away. I'm going to say probably about 300 feet.
How far away are the ogres?
Probably just a few steps in front of him.
Okay.
Like, they're trying to launch these guys from a really far distance.
Yeah, this is probably gonna hurt, but Assault's gonna try to do it. He's gonna focus on the ground underneath the giant.
Okay.
And basically pouring everything that he's got into focusing on that point is going to try to open up, just basically create a sinkhole underneath the giant.
Okay. So
I'm going to drop him down like only like. Basalt's gonna take a look at him and guess, he's probably 30 or 40 feet tall. He looks really big. So I'm gonna try to open like a 25, 30-foot sinkhole underneath him.
Okay. All right. This is going to be pretty difficult. I'm going to roll for it because I got to roll your magic resistance. And then you've got to try to determine if you want to power it up. The magic resistance number is a 5. So you have to beat a 5.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to power that up.
Okay, so you got to decide a level 1, level 2, or level 3, and that's how many dice you roll. But remember, a 1 on any of those dice is a failure.
Magic's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'm going to do level 3. Why not? Go big or go home.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. There you go, Zos.
Yeah,
Finally.
Wait.
Yay! You're
Camera
here.
quality will be better too. This is my
Yes,
That's why.
I love it.
Nice. Well, hey guys.
Welcome back.
Hey.
2 2s and a 5.
2 2s and a 5.
Yep.
All right. You can go ahead and narrate this for us.
So and realistically, I'm assuming the people who are just coming up the land bridge probably aren't seeing this as Roos is taking a couple as Basalt's taking a couple of steps forward up near where Roos was, as Roos said he was getting ready to jump off to the side. And again, gets down on one knee. You can see he just starts sort of pulling at some of the dirt and earth and clay that's on his face. Starts rubbing it in his hands and starts focusing. Roos, being this close, you can probably see that there is a little trail of blood starting to come out of his nose as he is focusing. And then you watch as the giant sort of looks around a little bit for a second as the ground beneath his feet starts to almost sag a little bit and then just crumbles beneath him. Dropping him.
Yeah, you guys can hear the giant let out a roar. A surprised roar as all of a sudden he disappears into the ground, basically. Into this pit. You can see goblins and goblinoids all around down there, like, just all of a sudden turn and look. And it's really far away, so you really can't, like, hear... You can hear shouts and things like that, but you can't really hear what anybody's saying, and some of them are speaking, in Goblin, which Griselda could probably tell what some of them are saying, but it sounds like just a bunch of frantic shouts and commands and things of that nature. It's at this time, though, you guys start to hear from behind you. Behind the stables, it sounds like the tinging metal of a fight. Like as if swords are clanking together. And you can hear grunts coming from behind you.
I'm gonna go that way because that's where my horse is.
Okay. Got it.
Basalt flops onto his back, breathing heavily.
You did a good job. You did a good job. That was good.
Yeah, great job. We got his attention. I'm going this way. There's noises back here.
Check out my cart.
Attached to my horse for sure.
Check on my cart.
Check on my cart.
What about the rest
guess
of you?
this-
What are you doing in this moment?
I'm still following Hughson, whichever way.
I'm probably just getting there right now.
Yeah.
As Xena just runs past.
Right past you.
Wait, we going that way now?
Okay.
Okay. I start slowly walking where it is.
Okay.
I was doing stretches because I was gonna try to jump onto the wall, So I was stretching my legs. But now that there are noises behind us, is it possible for me to jump from rooftop to rooftop to get over there?
Sure.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay.
To also go in that direction.
Okay. What about Agon?
He's making sure that Basalt's okay and doesn't need to be patched up or anything. See if it's just superficial or if he's in real rough shape. Checking the pulse,
You still alive?
It seems to be just breathing heavy. It seems to be just exertion, but not.
Adam, suffering makes you stronger. This is good.
What's Rascal doing?
Rascal is probably confused as to what to do because he's like Xena's going one direction, Henson he's just arrived he's just arrived with him, and then and Ruse is now up on the rooftops. I think Rascal would probably want to follow Ruse onto the rooftops, to be honest, and like try to show some of his circus tricks, parkouring off of shit. That's what he would probably want to do.
Great. I would like for Ruse and for Rascal to go ahead and roll a d6 and beat a 3 for me.
Okay. Don't embarrass me now. A 3.
A 3.
A 5.
A 5.
Damn.
You guys do just that. Rascal, you're able to show off a little bit. What kinds of... You got any cool particular flips that you'd like to do to show off a little bit?
Oh man, I think that Rascal would definitely be doing those like handsprings, like just doing back handsprings from one building to the next, and just like, God, definitely back handsprings. What other acrobatic things do they do? I don't know. He just he just makes everything look very flowy and just like he be hitting them poses, basically. It looks professional. It looks like he did this for a living, because he did for a while.
Excellent. Ruse, you seem to be impressed, but you're also having no problem whatsoever jumping across these buildings.
I'm not being very flashy about it. I'm going about it just as easily, but I'm currently also still carrying my bindle, so neither of my swords are pulled yet, and I have the bindle held in one arm, and I'm just like jumping, catching the building with one hand, and then like I just keep it moving.
Excellent. Xena's probably the first to see this. She was the first that immediately took off as soon as she heard commotion. As you're rounding the bend behind the stable area, you can see there is an individual engaged in melee combat and is vastly outnumbered. It's the individual that was working the stables. The dwarf that was helping to pull back get your horse there. He has his hood off now. And you can see as he looks towards you as you come around the corner, you make eye contact, you can see these brilliant gray eyes.
Oh no.
He is wielding 2 hand axes. And he's combating against what looks to be a squad of bugbears. Hairy, massive goblinoid figures that are surrounding him. One is dead beside him. And you just watch as he slashes across the chest of another. And you hear the moan of pain from this bugbear as the bugbear stumbles into the next building, slamming against the wall, slides slowly down, and just takes his last final breath. As he just took down a second. And it looks like there are 8 more surrounding him as you come around the corner. And as you look and you just go, another bugbear has a massive burlap sack and puts it over top of him.
That's ours.
R mark.
That's our mark.
I'm gonna take out my chakram before I just whip it at this guy that's bagging him, and as I throw it, I'm releasing my longsword and just charging forward.
Okay, perfect. We are going to enter our first combat encounter in this system. The way this works is you guys weren't really surprised, so all of you get to go first in whatever order that you choose. But what I need your help doing is I want all of you to keep track of if you had your turn for a particular round. So that way, once we get to a new round, we know we got to make sure that we switch the rounds at certain times. So currently, I'm going to change the music. So there's no rolling initiative. It's just, we're going to start with Xena because Xena kind of, I think that would make more sense story-wise to start with her.
Yeah.
And then you guys can kind of decide when you become part of the combat for this round.
I will say realistically, Basalt is probably dead last as he is laying up there and everyone else was moving that direction.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that wherever Ruse is, Rascal would be like behind him, like just behind him, since like Ruse would probably go before Rascal because Rascal is like being all artsy and shit and like taking his sweet time with it, and Rascal is like, or no, Ruse is actually getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So, Xena, you're up. Basically, in this system, you get the kind of the same things you get in like D&D 5e. You get a move of 30 feet. You get an action, which is basically like a main action type thing, like an attack or casting a spell. And you get a free action, which in this game is drink a potion, speak, shout orders. I think on that quick rules guide that I have for you guys, there's a list of some of those actions that you can do. It's not very long, so, and some of those are free for you to decide too. If you like, we can communicate on which would constitute as an action or a free action too. I'll take you guys back over to the keep map so you guys kind of know where the conflicts are taking place there. We're just going to theater.
Music.
It's just going to be just theater of the mind, so we're not going to have any tokens or things like that. We're just going to keep it really, really narrative.
Okay. So I think I roll 3d6 because I'm using dual weapons, right? I'm using a shotgun and a sword at the same time.
What?
As a warrior says dual weapons, you are deadly when using 2 weapons. You have an extra boon when fighting with dual weapons, so you roll 3d6 to attack and take the highest roll, no shield.
Yeah, as long as you don't have your shield out, yes, you roll 3
I don't
dice.
have a shield. Rosina
Okay.
doesn't fight with a shield unless she's
it.
like in an army. Which...
Yep. So you get to, when you attack, you roll 3 dice and take the highest.
Okay. That's what's happening.
So what? Describe what you were doing again, because you would have to move. You would have to move your 30 feet to get into like melee range with these guys.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do? Okay.
Yep. I'm rushing forward, but like for narrative's sake, she throws the chakram first and closes the distance with the sword.
Oh, perfect. Go for it. You're aiming for the guy that's bagging him right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a 6, a 2, and a 2.
So you crit.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
So roll another die. And if you roll another 3, you do 2 points of damage with your strike.
Jeez, 2 strikes.
Or if
5?
you roll 5, yep. That counts as 2 strikes against him for a crit.
The chakram gets him on the way there or the way back.
If you'd like to, you can spend a karma point to make that 5 another 6, and then try to roll again and do another point of damage. But I'll save you the fact they only have 2 strikes.
Oh, okay.
So
Then I don't do.
I'm just saying, just so you know the rules, you guys can use karma to explode more dice.
Okay.
That's something you can do. So describe how you take this guy down, because he only had 2 on him.
What is he wearing? Like, does he have a helmet or like what's going on with him?
Not really. It's like really piecemealed, like leather that's like dried animal hides and stuff. Doesn't look well put together.
Okay, so he's like completely exposed. He doesn't have much on.
Not much at all. Yep.
Great. I'm gonna go straight for the temple with the chakram, and it bounces off of his head. I catch it, and as he's falling over, he falls into my.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Just slides into it, and you just hear him like as he clumps to the ground right there in front of your feet. You can hear that individual that had the bag kind of like put over like top of him. He's kind of like mumbling in there. Let me at him. If you have a free action, I don't know if there's anything that you'd like to do for your free action.
Can I like unbag this guy as a free action?
Sure. Yeah.
Like, as I'm pushing, like I'm gonna grab the bag and push him behind me.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of stumbles a bit as he's regaining his footing, and then looking around, he fancily takes one of these hand axes and like spins it a few times in his hand, and turns around and just looks at the next bugbear that he can see over there beside him. Who wants to go next?
I can go next if nobody else wants to.
Sure, go for it.
Would I be able to make it there with 30 feet?
You would, because basically you're on the roof of the stable.
Okay. So, how many people can I get close to at one time?
In this situation, probably the most you can get close to would be 3 of them.
Okay. I'll jump down next to those 3.
Okay.
I'll jump off the roof. Are they all next to somebody, or is like just one next to the people that are fighting them?
I mean, you kind of jump in the like kind of the middle of 3 that are just
in the back
yeah.
by
It's
themselves.
kind of imagine this dwarf, and he had like a circle of bugbears surrounding him.
Okay.
One of them bagged him, and then Xena just came into the circle and just annihilated him.
Okay.
She said
So there's
nope.
still a circle right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll jump down into the
Yes,
center of the
sir.
circle.
I know what you're doing. Yes, sir.
Mm,
I'll jump down, drop the bindle, and before the bindle hits the ground, I reach down, grab both of my katanas, unsheath them, and I do like a tornado spin, and I hit everybody in the circle that I can reach. So the 3 guys.
the 3 guys. Okay. Yeah. So how does that? How many? You got to make an attack against each of them, or is it just one attack?
I think it's an attack against each.
Okay.
You can melee attack all enemies
Okay.
next to you as your action.
Okay. Do you have any boons?
So I have the melee weapon boon.
Okay. So you roll 2 dice for each attack. Take the highest.
And I have if an enemy is engaged with another combatant, I can roll an extra 2d6 attack dice to do wounds.
Okay. I'm gonna say that these guys technically aren't close enough to be like engaged.
Okay. So I'll just roll the 2
Yeah.
then for each one.
Yep.
The first one is a 5 and a 3.
That hits.
Second one is a 5 and a 1.
That also hits because
That's
you take the 5 because you're rolling with a boon.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And then the third one is a 1 and a 2, so that one's gonna miss.
That one does miss. Yes. So yeah, and each of those hits does a strike.
Yes.
All right.
And I'll just stay in the center of that circle.
Okay. Yeah. So, Xena, as you're doing this, you can hear the shh of katanas from overhead, and you just catch a glance up above. This shiny hurricane of blades comes flying down into the circle, and you see blood kind of splatter, and 2 of these bugbears kind of stumble off to the side. They're still up, but they look definitely injured. The third one was able to kind of step back quick enough to get out of the range of the blades, just in the nick of time.
The other 2 slowed down the blade strikes.
Who's going next?
I feel like Rascal would be something
Yeah.
similar behind Ruse.
Yep,
Okay.
you're on the roof of
So-
the stable, so you can make one move and get to within range.
Okay, gotcha. So Rascal, what I have the vision for Rascal doing in this moment, okay, is sort of like launching himself off of the roof of the stable and doing sort of like side spins in the air, and he has these 3 little throwing daggers that he uses. Could he, like, as he's doing that rotation, just like throw his daggers at them? Would he be close enough to do that?
Yes,
To throw?
of course. Do you want to
Okay.
stay
Yeah.
on top of the roof, or do you want to jump off of the roof while you're doing it?
No, he's like jumping off of the roof, and
Right.
as he's going down, he's like sideways, just turning and dagger with each rotation that he makes. Probably makes about 3 before landing in a very cat-like pose. That's it.
Okay, cool. What is it when you attack? What do you have any special abilities or anything like that that help you with this type of thing?
That is a great question. I know that I can do tricks. So once as a free action per turn, okay, that's not it. And gank is probably not
Gank
it.
is the one you want. Gank
Gank is
all
the
the
one
2d6.
If I surprise anybody,
There are
I'm-
engaged
I'm in
enemies.
melee.
What's that?
So they're engaged with me, so then the gank would activate.
Yeah, if you attack the ones that are currently like engaged with Ruse, then you'd be fine to use
Yeah.
that.
okay, then I would like to use that.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
So, do you roll just 1 die for your attack? Does it say?
That's a great question.
Do you have a boon on your attacks or anything? Does it say you have a
You
boon?
roll 2d6 attack dice and do a wound for each die that
Oh,
hits.
yeah, there you
Each hit
go.
can still crit. Okay,
Nice. Yeah, so you roll 2d6 and then tell me what you
okay,
get.
cool. Ah, I got a 1 on each of them.
Really?
Oh
Oh no!
Rascal's still learning.
So
Rascal
Rascal,
is
yeah,
definitely still learning. He's
Ras-
all about the
It's-
aesthetic right now.
it's all about the show. It's so
It's
much
all
about
about
the
the
show.
It was cool.
It was.
Cool.
The daggers go flying and they stick in the other building behind and just go and stick into the side of the building.
And Rascal thinks to himself, you know what sucks about throwing daggers is that I have to go get those back now.
He's still learning.
So
Oh,
after Rascal, who else would like to go?
I feel like Griselda would have caught up by then, power walked.
Sure.
I don't know how far I was away. As soon as Xena turned, I would have followed after.
Yeah, you would probably it'd
But
take you
not-
like a turn to get to like where Xena first saw them.
Okay.
Like it take you your movement. Now you can use your action to kind of like sprint up there, or you could do something ranged from that distance. You can see them.
Okay.
You're just
so,
still a little outside of that 30-foot range.
Okay, so use my movement. Alright, I will. What do I have? Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll just shoot my staff at him. And I gave myself the marksman, so I got a boon in that, but I don't
Okay.
crit. Ever.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 6 and a 4.
A 6 and a 4, but you can't crit with
Yes.
that, right?
Nope.
Okay, so you hit. Was there a particular one that you were aiming for?
One of the ones that Ruse would have kind of whacked on the head.
Yeah, you catch one of the ones kind of like holding a wound, and you just what does your staff attack look like?
It's like she like holds it really tightly and thinks really hard, and like this little like magic missile comes out.
A little bead just goes like flying towards it. Yeah. It impacts, and that bugbear goes flying over your head, Ruse, from the impact of this small little beam. And it rolls across the ground motionless as it's defeated. Anything for free action or anything like that?
Nope.
Or okay, so we've got 3 more people that can go.
I will. I slowly walk up and see like all the commotion, and I'm just gonna kind of look for a crate or a barrel or something like that. And I'm gonna walk towards that, and I'm just gonna sit behind it, kind of just like lean up against it with my back, and just kind of like cross my leg and just kind of like sit there. I'll pick at my teeth with a dagger. I'll look back over, and then I'll throw a dagger at one of the bugbears.
Okay, you got it. I like it. Go ahead and roll your.
So I
attack
am
roll.
proficient. I have a boon in ranged weapons. So I'm assuming since I'm throwing a dagger, that counts as range.
Yep, absolutely. Mhm.
Okay, cool. Well, that is a 2 and a 2. So I'm just gonna use one of my karma since I already failed one, and I'm gonna make that a 3.
3 is gonna hit. Is there anybody in particular that you're aiming for?
I'll aim for one of the people that is around Bruce,
Okay, there's one that's injured and one that's not.
the one that's injured.
The one that's injured? Yep, you put your dagger right into his neck from after picking
Nice.
your teeth. And Ruse, after that one goes flying over top of his head, you hear and the other one kind of falls down onto the ground.
You turn around, and you just see a hand come up behind me from with a crate or barrel or something like that, and then I just go back down and I take out another dagger, and I'm just still like picking the food out of my teeth.
I had the one hand up holding the sword with the thumbs up, and now I have the other hand up with the sword holding the thumbs up.
So we've got Agon and Basalt.
All right, knowing that Basalt looks good, Agon would probably run into the fray. Do I have to do a move and a dash to get into range from where I am?
Probably from where you guys are. You guys would have to move dash just to get to the corner where Xena first saw this. It's a little bit distant for you guys.
Cool, so I'll do all that, and then I'll pull out my flail and try not to hit a spike as I'm gripping it.
Okay.
Sure.
Perfect. Basalt.
Okay. What's the roof made of?
Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Probably
Clay
the
tile?
Stone roof?
It could be, yeah. I would say like tile, like clay tile. That sounds good. I like that.
Terracotta.
Yeah, terracotta tile.
Clay is Earth.
Clay or terracotta, that's still Earth.
That's it. That is.
hello, Toph,
So,
my old friend.
Basalt's gonna get up and start running towards the edge of the roof, following along where Aegon had just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And basically is going to get towards the edge, once more pulling in, running over, wiping the little bit of blood still, wiping on the shirt. Then get to the edge, reach down, and just sort of slam the hands into the tile.
Okay.
And pulling as much arcane power as I can, basically take that tile and launching myself at the stables.
Okay. I will say, because you are in a combat situation, sometimes, like, when we do spells narratively, I just kind of, like, let them happen, because there's no use sitting there rolling, like, 20 times until you make it happen. Which is, one thing they do in the rulebook is they say if people have a cool idea for a spell outside of combat, if it sounds good and reasonable, just let them do it. In combat, I'm going to make you roll. So... I'm going to make you roll against a resistance 2. You're going to need to beat a 5.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to level this up. I'm just going to go with level 2 this time, though.
Actually, you know what? That's not fair. You're going against ceramic tile. Roll anything but a 1.
Oh.
Uh-oh, not
I
a
already
one.
started leveling up. Maybe I'll
One
go
ones are big.
That's a 2 and a 3.
You
So
do
it's
it.
Not a 1.
Yay!
Here,
I will
here.
say it launches you to the roof of the stable, and you're able to kind of like land and like skid across the roof there. But that's probably all the farther you're going to be able to get on your turn.
Yeah, that works.
And you'll be able to see it like next round and be able to kind of be involved with that. But yeah, you
As Basalt lands there, it just sort of, launches across and just sort of skids and rolls a little bit on the roof and just.
Nice. So I think that's all players' turns,
Yep.
Yes.
which would bring us to the bugbears
Yes.
and Weevil. Weevil looks at Xena, looks at the bugbears, and begins to run into the middle of the city
Oh no.
and takes off, using his movement and sprint action to start running kind of around the corner. You can hear him going, he's like, and then all of a sudden, as he just like takes off. The bugbears, with their weapons out, go to attack all of you kind of gathered around in the spot. So one of the bugbears has this crude-looking spiked club, and he goes to smack Xena over the back of the head with it. Let me double-check what I roll for these guys. I have my little cheat sheet right here. It shouldn't be hard. Got my little... There it is. Cheat sheet. Oh, they just rolled one. With the spiked club, that's a 4. I don't know what I gotta... I think I have to roll a 3 to hit you guys. I think the base is here. But I don't know if you have any special like abilities that would affect
Everybody
it.
should have armor. So
Yeah, you get to make an armor roll. Yeah.
Christy.
So if you look where your armor is on there, it'll tell you you roll a d6, and then whatever your armor has on it, you got to roll that number or higher to block or have your armor kind of save you from the strike. I think
Christy,
you're
muted.
I think you're muted. I can't hear you talking.
Oh, yeah,
There you go.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
How do I roll? I might be able to roll. Okay.
It's like I think she's trying to talk to us.
Hell yeah! I rolled a 5.
5. So your armor is
Nice.
5 plus. Is that what it is?
No, mine's 4 plus
4
because I
plus.
don't have a shield.
Okay, yeah. Actually, your shield's probably on your back, and when the bugbear comes to bring the club down, hits you on the shield in the back, and it doesn't affect you at all.
Nice.
There is another bugbear that is going to approach Rascal. And he's got like a crude, nasty-looking rusted longsword that he's going to swing at Rascal.
Tinnitus.
And that's a 5, so that's going to be enough to hit. So you need to make a armor roll for you as well.
It's a special one for
would
the rascal,
like
right?
Yeah,
to use my trick to avoid a single melee strike. Por favor.
What?
What's the rule again?
It is a boon called Tricks, and as a free action, one per turn, you can avoid a single melee strike. So
Okay.
describe what you do to avoid the hit. Any attack roll except a 6 can be avoided.
You're able to use your free action. Remember, it said once per turn, so just remember that it's kind of like a reaction. So you use that to dodge out of the way of this incoming strike, and you're keeping that showmanship up as you.
Oh yes, I do a whole cartwheel.
Whole cartwhil while the sword is coming
Out of
and
the
it
way.
misses. Yeah, out of the way. Perfect.
And then when I stand upright, I'm like, haha. And click him off.
That's good. That's good.
That's funny. As Rascal does that, haha, you hear from behind you, ha and another
Oh,
bugbear
no.
gets ready to slam you with a club. That's going to be a 4, so that's going to hit. So you're going to need to roll an armor roll for this one. I think it's a special one for the Rascal,
Yeah.
too.
I'm gonna kill this child. You roll a
Save
one.
against wounds on a 6, but roll 2 dice and use the higher
Two
roll.
dice.
Oh, yeah, you roll armor with a boon, so you get to roll 2 dice and take
thank
the
God.
higher one, yeah.
Thank God. Okay, that's a 2.
No.
Which one was the higher? What'd you get?
2.
Both are 2?
No,
Right.
one was a 1. The other one was a 2.
Oh, so after that, haha, you get slammed on the back of the head with a club. You take 1 strike of damage on your character
Okay.
sheet as you stumble forward a little bit from the impact. The two other bugbears that are left, one of them actually takes off behind the Weevil and starts chasing the Weevil. And the other one comes up and tries to hit Ruse with a club.
Okay.
And rolls a 6.
Oh no.
Crit. And then a 4. So that might be 2 hits against you.
Do you save against
You have
both?
to
You
resist
say, yeah,
or
you
do
can try to
resist
save
one?
against both. You can make armor
Okay.
rolls against both strikes. Yep.
Question. If I have a shield on my back, can I use it as a shield sacrifice?
Read shield sacrifice for me again.
As a free action, once per scene, you can deflect all attack damage from yourself or a close ally for this round, but your shield breaks and is destroyed. This maneuver can be activated after the damage has been, even after the damage has been inflicted.
I'm gonna say yes.
Your
Ooh,
armor
that's a
saving
bit
goes from a +3 to a +4. You can avoid the break by spending 5 karma. I don't. Okay.
I would say yeah. If you basically want to do like kind of like a Captain America thing and take your shield and kind of like throw it a little bit.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to do an oversized chakram throw with my shield. Hell yes, I
yes,
do.
dude. So seeing Ruse like getting attacked, you take your shield and just kind of whip it over there, and this shield, perfect timing, as it blocks this incoming strike. It breaks your shield.
That's fine.
But yeah, Ruse, you're fine. The shield is just shattered and
Okay.
broken all around you.
It crit on my shield, so it's just
So
fine.
so
It only
it blocks
takes
the
one of
whole
the
thing,
hits.
It
or I
takes
take
all
the one
damage.
hit.
It takes it all.
Oh, okay.
You deflect all attack damage from yourself or a close ally for this round, but your shield
Okay.
breaks.
That's
wow,
That's
that's,
really cool.
awesome.
That is
cool.
awesome.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
What?
I just I have both of my hands out, thumbs upping already. I
And
don't know
that's-
what else
I
to do.
gotta use all the cool shit.
And that's the first combat round. We're done with the first round. So you
Ooh.
guys are up in whatever order you'd like to go in. The order doesn't have to stay the same.
I'm
Question if I can
gonna.
ask.
I would like to go first and chase after the Weevil and the other bugbear.
I was going to say, can I see the Weevil running off where I'm still up on the roof?
Yes.
Ooh, good question.
Okay,
Then you
so
go.
I'm thinking you and me then.
Yeah. Okay. You keep up top. I keep down low.
I've got an idea.
The Weevil looks pretty slow. He's got little legs.
Oh,
So do I.
The bugbear that's chasing him is catching him.
Yeah. I would just.
Okay.
That's how I'm gonna spend my time. I'm gonna go.
Okay, I'll go after you then.
So you're just gonna sprint and run?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically like you're running, you're catching up to the bugbear. It's like a marathon. Like you see this dwarf going, and then a little far back you see the bugbear like a couple feet behind going, and then right behind Xena, and then the bugbear kind of looks over his shoulders like.
Terminator 2.
It's every Terminator 2 run. Yeah. Yeah. So Basalt, it's your turn.
Seeing as it's, I know I'm not catching up with it. So once more, looking down, just going, okay, I got this. I can do it. I can do it. And looking down and seeing this guy running, I'm going to reach out again and basically take the ground from where the Weevil is running and basically TP him in.
Yeah.
And like basically build a little pyramid out of stone around him.
Rocky.
Okay. I'll make a resistance roll. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a little bit harder because of the distance and you're trying to restrain him. So, all you got to do is beat a 3.
Beat a 3. And hold on, I think I have. Check something real quick. That was in here, I think. Second, yes, I can do it with my hero die, I think. Just in case. Oh, okay, yeah, so... Spellburn, there we go.
Oh, I wanted to remind you guys too, because this is something I probably won't be able to keep track of. Anytime you fail something, even an attack roll, you gain a karma point.
Ooh.
Anytime you roll.
You can only gain 1 per turn.
And we start with 3.
You started with
So-
3. Mhm. So when
so
you missed
me-
your attack, you gained a point, a karma point. So you would have 4 then.
And you
Okay.
can use them
I
to
gotta say,
upgrade.
this system's really
rolls,
cool.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
This system's fun to play.
4. And I can use my karma points to make a save, make a avoid an attack, make an
Well,
attack.
Any
Yeah,
roll except magic?
Any roll except magic and miracles, you can add karma to the roll. So if you were going to fail, you can boost it by however many pieces, levels of karma you want to use.
And we started with
Aha.
3 karma, right?
Started with
we
3.
started with
Mhm.
3.
Everybody started with 3.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to power this up to level 3.
Oh,
I'm going to make sure.
So, question, real
Mhm.
quick. I hit 2 attacks, but I missed the third one. Would I get karma, or because I hit on that turn, it doesn't matter?
that's a good question. I think you have to fail completely.
Yeah, that's what
To
I thought. I
get-
just wanted to ask.
Yeah,
Learning experience.
I'll have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to I'll have to look into more detail on that. But I'm just gonna roll
I'm not
it.
bothered by that.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered.
I did roll a 5, but I
Why?
also rolled a 1.
Yes.
There's a thing, right?
Yes, there's Spellburn.
There's spell burn. You can take a strike
Oh,
of damage
no.
and make it succeed.
I'm going to take a strike of damage to make sure the spell still goes off
Oh shit.
and he gets caught.
Okay.
So as you're watching this, and again, I'm gonna narrative favor this because I have some movement left. I'm assuming I could get to the edge of the roof, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as I move to the edge of the roof, as Basalt's casting isn't, you can see for the actually no, there's no one else up there. So there's no one. Oh wait, no, Argo is still up there, I think. So yeah, Argo, you would see this as you watch as Basalt comes forward, starts casting again. And as we all hear the stone, and pin him in, you watch as Basalt just sort of starts to fade and just collapses sideways and falls off the side of the roof.
Oh.
Oh. He did.
He's not dead, right? He's
No, he just took a strike of damage. It just took a lot out of him to do that. But yeah, Xena, as you're chasing the bugbear all of a sudden skids to a stop and almost runs into a stone pillar, basically, that just formed out of nowhere, engulfing the Weevil. And
I
you
know
guys
that.
and you guys both kind of like slide in, and you just look at each other for a moment, then look at the pillar, and then look at each other again, and then look at the pillar.
Like she's seen this before. She's like,
The bugbear looks very confused.
I'm gonna.
It
Yeah, I
mentions
can't do anything.
about anchoring and saying that it can be held for as many rounds as karma I spend on it.
Yes.
So I am going to burn, knowing that there is still a fight going on. I'm going to burn 2 karma on it to make sure that I can hold it for 2 rounds.
Okay, do me a favor and make note of that, so that way you can remind me of that. Okay, perfect, excellent, well done. How about the rest
Laying on
of
the ground.
you? Twitching a little bit.
For one, want to get revenge at this stupid bugbear.
Are you gonna attack the one that was behind you, smacking you in the back of the head?
I would very much like to. After Rascal gets smacked in the back of the head, he draws his. It's not a long sword. It's a little bit longer than your average dagger, but it's it's a dagger, and so he just kind of draws his dagger and is just all like, "You, that was very rude of you," and would attack him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yes.
You can.
Okay, cool. And this is 1.
I don't think you can use your gank ability on this one, so yeah, you'd roll 1.
Just
you
the 1.
gotta beat a 3. 3 or more.
Okay, that'd be a 3. 4.
And you can use karma.
Son of a. Well, I can use karma.
What'd you get?
I
2?
would like to use a karma. I got a 2. I would
Yep.
like to use a karma.
Okay, yeah, you use your karma, and it helps you to hit. So make sure you mark down your karma,
Yay.
and you take that slightly longer than a dagger, but not quite a sword, and you stab the bugbear. Is this the one that will hit you in the back of the head? Because you had one in front of you too.
Yes,
Okay.
I would like to hit the one that hit me in the back of the head because he ruined my cool moment and made me look like a fool in front of Xena. So.
All right. Yeah, you kind of stab him in the gut. He stumbles backwards a little bit, but he's still up.
Oh, and Xena's not here to see you stab him.
I know.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll tell her about it.
She ran
She'll
away.
tell you about it. Trust me.
Is there anything else you'd like to do or can do for your turn?
Nah.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I can go. I'm next to Rascal.
Sure. Yeah.
Is there opportunity attacks in this?
Not really.
Okay, I'm gonna close in on the 2 that are next to Rascal.
Okay.
I'm gonna do like a slide move. I'm gonna put my swords out, and I'm gonna just like slide backwards into them and hit both of them.
Okay,
with
go
my-
for
with
it.
My attack turn.
Yeah.
So the first one is a 5 and a 3,
That hits both.
but I have
Well, you're rolling with Boone, so 5 is gonna hit.
yeah, that was my regular hit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have gank with Rascal in range.
Yeah.
So I can roll for 2
Gang, gang.
extra wounds. That's a 5 and a 2.
So the 5 will give you an extra wound.
Yeah, so that'd be 2 wounds on the first guy.
Okay. Guy that was uninjured.
Yeah.
All right. With one, as you slide into him, you put the blade kind of just slides like butter into his flesh in a spot that didn't have any armor, and you can just hear his just groan as you pull the blade back out, and he falls to the ground dead.
And the second one is a 3 and a 4 to hit.
Both of those are good. Well, it would go with the 4, right? Because of the boon.
Right.
Yeah. So that's good enough to hit.
And then the gank was a double 6s. So.
Oh gosh, does the damage explode too on gank?
It doesn't say. So.
Okay. Yeah. So it'd probably just be 2.
Oh, each hit can still crit. So it does.
Well, but you rolled to hit first, and you got a 4, right? And the other roll
Well,
was
they
just for
count-
extra damage, right? How does that?
2d6 attack dice.
Okay. Okay.
2d6. Yeah, it's sorry. Lots of words.
Yeah.
You surprise a foe or enemy. You surprise a foe or enemy is engaged with another combatant. You roll 2d6 attack dice to do a wound for each die that hits.
Got it. So basically, your 4 and 3 means that you hit twice. You did 2 strikes against him.
But he also has a boon for that, so he gets.
Right.
Oh.
Right, so he makes 1 attack. He hits with a 4. right? You make one attack on each guy.
But it says he rolls
Right.
2 attack dice, though.
Right, so he hits, so he rolls 2d6 attack dice for extra damage, which he rolled a 6 and a 6.
Yeah. To do
So
an
I think
extra
that would
wound
mean it
for
would
each
do a
die.
total of 3 damage, but
That's a good question. That's worded strangely. I'll have to look at
It
that.
is. I assumed it was kind of like sneak attack.
It's kind of. I think that's what they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see, Rascal.
Put it in a
again. Let's
gank.
see. Gank. If
Sorry,
you
I
surprise
make
a
things
foe or
complicated.
an enemy is engaged with another combatant, you roll 2d6 attack dice and do a wound for each die that hits. Each hit can still crit.
Oh, each hit can crit.
I think what that means. I don't know what that means.
They say each hit
I-
can crit, right?
I think if it hits the crits.
If
But
we get
the
to
problem
roll-
is the
Yeah.
boon is what's making it confusing.
Right.
So
Well, the
when
boon
where
just adds an extra d6. That's all that does.
so where does that apply?
Yeah.
Does it
Okay,
so does
I-
he roll 3d6 for the attack dice then?
That's what
that's what I would
I
assume.
made
Yeah,
things very confusing.
yeah, that's what I would
apologize.
assume. It's just it makes it a 3d6.
But the problem is then he can't do a wound per die because it only says it's the 2d6 that do a wound for each die.
The
You guys see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I
the
think the boon
confusing
would
part.
only take effect. Why don't we treat it? The boon only takes effect on the first attack. So then he hits because it's a 4 and a 3.
Yeah.
And then on the 2 dice, we ignore the boon. He rolled his 2 dice. He
Yeah.
rolled 2 6.
2 6s, so that's two strikes.
Right.
That makes sense.
I interpret it as taking 2 strikes. That's like you get 2 opportunities to hit them. And then each one gets its own attack, and then each one gets its own damage dice. That's how I interpreted it when I read it. Yeah.
I'm
Never
cool
mind.
anyway. Whatever works.
Here's how we're gonna roll it for this session. So you'll roll for your attack with your boon. So you'll roll 2d6.
Okay.
If you hit, then go ahead and roll those 2d6 again.
Okay.
And if you, because you automatically are gonna do 1 strike.
Right.
So if you get both, that doesn't work either.
It's confusing. Let's
That
just
doesn't work either.
Let's
Chat, help us, chat. Twitch chat, DM Scotty if you're watching right now and you've written this book. Help us understand gank.
So, hang on.
Here,
do you
but
have-
here's the other thing that you could do. So let's say it says roll 2d6 attack dice. Okay, so here's your 2d6 attack dice. I have a boon on those attacks, right? So each one of them, I'd roll separate with 2d. So you roll 4. Roll your first one. I rolled a 3 and a 2. So I rolled a 3, so that counts as 1 strike. And here's my second one. I roll with a boon.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 and a 1, so that counts as 2 strikes. Because each of these dice, if you roll more than a 3, it counts as a strike.
Right.
Right?
Okay. Right.
That's another way that
Yes.
I would interpret that. If you have
So
the
it'd be 2
boon.
attacks per person in my range.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how
We'll
I
do
would
it that
proceed.
way. That works. That
But
works
you,
for me.
but you already rolled enough to take this guy down.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
so-
Yeah. We figured it out though. We got it. Yes.
I missed it, but okay.
It's just
It's
two
it's
dice,
not going to
two
be
dice.
quite as confusing for
Oh my
you
God,
because you
say
don't
it
have a
again.
boon in it. I don't think. I
Yeah.
think that what's
My
messing
boon
us
makes
up
it
is
hard.
adding the extra dice and how much that affects things.
Right. Because the way I was reading it with my boon was that I rolled a hit with the boon and then added on like sneak attack damage, like a rogue.
Okay, so in chat,
That's how I
we've
was
got
reading
somebody
it,
that
so-
said, so the boon gives each attack 2 dice to hit. So just what I explained.
Yeah.
So each of those, so you have 2 dice for each. So you're going to roll 2 separate.
Right. Okay.
And each die is a chance to do a strike.
Yes.
So if you roll good on all 4 of these, you could potentially do 4 strikes in 1 turn.
Thank you, Chad, for that clarification, and don't forget to enter celebrate to enter our
Yeah.
giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't think
absolutely.
anyone's entered yet. So if you're interested, put your name in.
Yes.
Win some
Chat,
free
you
stuff.
rock. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Free critical role book.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. So make sure you Type in celebrate in the chat. Yeah, so you took down both of those bugbears, and they're
Yeah.
laying there around Rascal's feet.
Rascal looks up at why the fuck am I blanking out right now? Ruse. Rascal looks up at Ruse and is like, I have so much to learn from you. Teach me how to do that.
They really they were fighting you dirty. It's not your fault.
I want. Okay.
All right, so I think we have Aegon left, Griselda left, and Heezen left. Which one of you would like to go?
Are there any still up around?
There is one that Ruse kind of ignored to go help Rascal that's standing there, a couple feet away from Ruse. And there is... Oh, and the other one went to chase after the Weevil. So there is one still standing there. But he's kind of regretting where his situation right now, you can tell. He's now all alone with a bunch of dead bugbears laying around in the middle of the city street. Load him.
Smote him? Oh, explode him! I can't do that. I can't do that. What do you think? I'm a fire elementalist? No. I would just go over, I guess, and just try to hit him again with my staff.
Okay. You just shooting a beam out of the staff again?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
A 5 and a 1.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. So I just hit one of them. I just do pew and 1 hit of damage for it.
Yeah, as the magical sparks kind of hit off of him, he stumbles a little bit and looks over towards your direction, Griselda.
I'm gonna run in the opposite direction then.
Very nice.
Okay.
Oh no.
You
Just
hear,
sitting behind this.
you hear, oh dear Griselda, where are you going? Excellent.
So I'm just sitting behind this barrel or crate that I found. I look over. Oh, yeah, I got that. And I go back down and just keep doing whatever I'm doing. I'm picking at my nails now or something with dagger.
He's in.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Heezen, but thank you so much to Carrot Rope for all the gifted subscriptions in chat. Thank you so much.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Carrot Rope is here.
Wow. How cool is it that Carrot Rope came back for the 5-year?
Yeah,
That is
that's
so awesome.
We also got an
The
anonymous
champion.
donation
Oh,
for
anonymous.
$75 more.
Nice. Thank you guys so much. Anonymous donation.
For the kids!
Yeah, for the kids. Woo! Thank you guys so much.
Mel Gibson himself in chat.
Sorry to interrupt you, Heezen. I'm sorry. I had to.
Oh, that's all I was
Yeah.
doing. Yeah, I just sat
Yeah.
down, yelled that out, and I'm just gonna basically hide behind this barrel for the rest of the combat.
You got it. It tucks me out of the barrel. All right, Aegon, you're the last one to go.
All right. The one the bugbear that's over near what's his face? The Weevil. Can I get to him from where I am? Like, how does that work spatially?
Are you on top of the stable still?
I had taken 2 movements to get closer. I don't know the extent to which I
don't know. Did you run down the earth ramp and then run?
My assumption is I would have done that,
Yeah.
but
You're probably 2 moves away still, but you're in. I mean, you could, if you have a range something, but the Weevil now,
Cool.
there's a bugbear standing there next to the Weevil's new home. It's a nice dirt teepee.
cool. I'll use movement and my action to get in that melee and turn.
Oh, you want to melee with get up to the bugbear?
To the bugbear and the Weevil, that whole
Okay,
I wanna
yeah,
be there,
okay, yeah.
be
So,
present, yeah.
Xena, as you're standing there, Aegon runs up as well to enter the fray. It is the Weevil and the bugbear's turn. Can the Weevil? Gosh,
What can the Weevil do?
what can the
sir?
Weevil do?
You can look at the walls and think about his actions.
Life decision.
This is what you hear from the Weevil, Xena and Agon. You hear.
You shouldn't have run away. First mistake.
That's what you hear.
Yeah.
The bugbear, looking that he's surrounded, is making moves in desperation. He's just going to try to take a quick swing at Xena.
Rude.
That's a 6.
No!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No!
Another die roll.
Oh,
That's a 5. So there's a potential of 2 strikes against you. You got to make armor rolls against each one of them.
Okay, what do I...
You got this. No problem.
A 3. One's a 5.
You said armor. Did you say one's a 3, one's a 5?
Yeah.
I think yours is a 4 plus.
4 plus.
Yeah, so you're going to take 1 strike. As it does strike you, your armor does hold up to save you from a lot of the crit damage.
Ow.
I think you can spend karma on armor rolls, can't you? I think you can.
No. Cannot use on magic or miracles.
Yeah, so you can, if you want to use karma to boost one of your armor rolls, you can, if you have enough karma.
Yeah, I just need 1, so I'll use one of my karma to do
All right,
that.
there you go. Your armor holds true, and you don't take any other strikes.
I could do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
So I block it with my sword.
All right, perfect. And at that, he uses his movement to run away from both of you
Okay.
and start heading back farther, like deeper into town, almost like he's just done. He's giving up, but he can only move about 30 feet.
Ow. Hey.
So it's the next turn. Who would like to go first?
Ah.
There's still the one though that
Still the one that
Yeah.
got hit. Let's do
Okay.
this. I'm gonna roll to see who he goes after or what he does. You know what? He decides to retreat, and he runs, and he's gonna run kind of south first, and you guys can look, and he kind of disappears. I'm gonna kind of shift ping on the map over here if you guys are in here, because you guys were kind of fighting behind the stable area, which is about right where I'm shift pinging you here.
Uh-huh.
So he runs and kind of disappears behind this building over here.
Hey
Just
guys,
out
he's
of
running
sight.
that way.
I want to throw my dagger at him.
Yeah, I'll just take my turn.
throw a
I'm not gonna
dagger.
do anything. So I'm just gonna. Hey guys, he's going that way.
I want to throw a dagger at him.
And then-
You got him, Rascal. You got him. I
Rascal's
believe.
running
I got
around
you.
the corner, and you're going to throw a dagger. Rascal,
Yeah.
as you come around the corner, you notice that there's like this crude ladder that was like in the inside of the wall, leaning up against the outskirts of the wall. It looks like a very poorly put together ladder. Looks like he's headed right for it.
like
Huh. Interesting. Okay. I don't have any more throwing daggers, so I'm going to hawk my big dagger at him.
Okay.
And,
All right.
yeah, hope that this
Good.
works out. You know, the balance, hope that everything is all
Got
put
it.
together with this.
Just
Alrighty, let's go, Rascal.
3 or
Come
better.
on. Okay. Rascal, roll a 3.
A 3. You hit.
Go, Rascal.
Go ahead and describe how you
Yay.
take this guy down as he's running away wounded.
Oh, fantastic. I would like for Rascal to just like whip around the corner, and his little cape is just, you know, blowing in the wind with him. And he has his dagger already in hand, and so he just kind of takes it and just, you know, archaically, or not archaically, that means old. It arcs through the air, and oh, hey, mind your business. And he bit me.
And
And
it's a magic dagger that turns into a cat and just goes, ah!
Yeah.
Tears his throat out. Oh god!
Oh no, that's a scary dagger.
Dagger to
Take
chest.
that dagger.
I would like for the dagger to just like hit it in the head and just kind of like and stick it to the wall.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. There's not really a wall behind him, but you do hit him in
No
the head,
wall.
and you see like he falls down to his knees as he's like trying to run, and he leans up against that crude ladder and just goes, and just dies against the ladder like this. And he's just leaning there.
Gross. Nice. All right. I turn to Ruse, who has, once I come back around the corner, I just want to be all like, I did it.
I knew you could.
Thank you so much.
Anybody else can go?
I'm gonna go after this running bugbear. Who's with me beside me? Is that
Agon.
Aegon?
Agon. Agon.
You watch him. I point to the little rock cave. You watch him and I go running after the bugbear.
Okay. Yeah, well, one movement gets you right up behind him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a brutal strike, so I'm gonna do a two-handed attack.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
And I get a boon for melee. 5 and a 1.
Five hits.
I crit!
You crit on 5s.
Oh,
yeah.
you crit.
Go ahead and roll another die.
4.
Excitement.
4. Yeah, so that counts as 2 hits against this guy.
Cool.
So he only had 2 strikes. So go ahead and describe how you put him down as you're chasing him down.
I think as she's running, she's going to slide on her knees as she slides past him and take out both his legs from under him as I slide past.
Oh,
Falls back.
falls back.
Done.
Yeah, done for. And as the dust settles from this, technically, you guys can hear out front a lot of the thwip and the of goblins. And it seems like they got a little bit closer, but they're smacking up against the wall. And not a single one is actually doing anything. Like,
Oh my god.
Oh,
they
poor
just
guy.
kind of splat against the outer wall, and you can hear the impact, and sometimes the wall moves just the slightest bit. But they're not doing anything. They're just...
They're
Poor
distractions.
guys.
These ogres are just kind of wasting their ammunition.
Oh,
Poor guys.
So that's all going on in the front, and you notice, like, all the guards and everything have all kind of gone towards the front. But now you guys are technically out of initiative order. So what would you guys
I'll
like
approach
I'll bring in
the,
front of
the
that stone
TP.
prism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go grab my dagger that I threw.
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna go, get all my daggers that I threw as well, the big one, and then also the 3 mini ones.
Okay. Collected all
And
your
then-
stuff, yeah.
Michael, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
Is there any treasure nearby?
Is there any
I
treasure nearby?
have a nose for finding hidden treasure, and you always sense if it is nearby. So does any of these bugbears have anything special, or does the Weevil have anything special that would be considered treasure?
You got a good look at the weapons the Weevil had, those hand axes, when he was running away. And they were way too clean of blades to be normal weapons. They looked pretty nice. The bugbears all have just crap.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even pawn that stuff off the...
I
Somebody.
start actually moving faster. Instead of walking, I actually run up to the people that are like holding the Weevil. It's like, hey guys, his axes are treasure. Make sure you take those away from him.
Well, we're waiting for the walls. Yeah.
We definitely need to disarm him if we're going to take him into custody. Bring him to justice.
Rascal is being an idiot, and he wants to go up the ladder that he found when he goes to take his dagger back from the dead bear.
You gonna go up the ladder?
That's what Rascal's plan of attack is. Yeah, not attack, but whatever. That's Rascal's plan to turn to.
Yeah, I mean, you go up the crude ladder. There's a couple steps that aren't really like completely tightened with the ropes that they use, so you almost fall a couple times. But when you get up,
fear.
it's almost if it's almost if this ladder was used for them to climb up onto the wall, and then they put the ladder back down and then climb down in the inside. You come to the conclusion this is probably the way the bugbears got into the keep.
Huh. Wow.
And it kind of makes you're kind of new to this, but then you have this moment of light bulb flashes in your mind. Maybe ever that stuff going up front was a distraction in the first place.
Wow, I'm so smart. Can I see everybody from here?
Yes, I'd say you can see them.
I
They're
want
like
to
they're like a
yell.
building and a road away from you.
I want to yell out and be like, "Hey guys, it was all just a distraction." That's my contribution.
No
wonder if those at
way!
the
I
front know.
never would have guessed.
Rascal, can you check on the horse?
Oh, okay. I'll go check on the horse now.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
great.
how I'm picturing Rascal now as like the unpaid intern.
I'm very focused on the Weevil, and I forgot to check on the horse.
Rascal's gonna go check on the horse at the
Thank
behest of
you.
Ruse.
What's Basalt doing right now? Because I'm not sure, like, outside of combat, I'm not sure how long your TP is going to last.
As long as you don't get hit, right? You can like concentrate on it, or
Just as anchoring is specific to combat.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
basically what Basalt will do is, knowing that that's probably going to be ending soon, is going to, get up, sort of shake himself off, start walking towards where Aegon and Xena are.
Ow! Ooh,
And basically this outside, basically just on the outside of the TP before it crumbles, going to basically raise up and actually make a proper cell. Just, reach down, place his hands on the ground again, and then basically erect these bars, about an inch apart from each other, right outside the teepee, about 6 foot high.
Okay.
And then just let the teepee crumble.
Okay.
Keep, get him, still leave him pinned in, but somewhere where he's got a little bit more control for a few minutes.
Yeah. You can see him now, and he's wearing that dirty kind of outfit that he was wearing when we were from the stables, his hood down. And you can see clearly, like, he's dirty and scruffy, and that's probably why, like, people don't recognize him so easily. From the picture that was on that poster was a pretty, clean, kind of cut version of him. Yeah, glam shot of him. And he kind of, like, walks up to the cages and kind of just glaring out at you guys with these piercing gray eyes, holding these hand axes in his hands.
crimes are catching up to you.
Seems I've drawn a lot of attention. Now what?
Now you come with us.
Where are we going?
Wherever we tell you.
Peacefully, we hope.
Not taking me to Mirabar, are you?
No, of course not.
You're a liar.
I haven't lied once in my life.
You're a terrible liar. And now that you get a good look at those hand axes, they do indeed have, like, arcane runes carved in the sides of the blades. Those.
He's in gimme. I can tell you something about them. Gimme.
I mean, are they considered small objects?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
It doesn't say weapons. The bars probably aren't. He said only like an inch, so it's probably
right.
Didn't want to give him much space to squeeze out. He's one of them little people.
Hey!
Not much bigger than a gnome.
Can you hand me your hand axes, please? Through the bars.
No. These belong to me.
I mean, I really don't want her to have to knock you out, though, because then she'd have to carry, and that's just a hassle. So could you just hand those axes through, please?
Roll a d6 for me.
I don't know. I think she's strong enough to carry him. I don't think it's a problem.
What do I need to beat?
A 3.
All right. Well, I'll roll the 1, but I'm gonna use 2 of my karma to get to 3.
Okay, you got
Yeah, I can do that. Sweet.
So you kind of intimidate him by pointing to Xena, who flexes. Okay, can we just make some kind of deal here?
I just wanted these. I'll walk away and give them to.
Okay, so I have this thing called psychometry, the ability to read objects. It comes in the form of visions and will give me a clue to the history of the object, as well as if the object is magical and how it works.
Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
So I'm just gonna hold these axes and go.
You get some very terrible imagery while you're doing this. These axes were used to betray people. These axes were used in thieving. You name it. You just see like glimpses and pieces of people like taking their last breath at the hand of these axes. That's part of like the vision you get, but you also know that both of these axes are magical and grant a boon per axe to the individual that wields them, uses them.
I will give them back and say, these are terrible, terrible objects of power, but you could have them.
Well, they're treasures, so cool.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want one? I can, there's 2, but does anybody else want one, or can? Cool. I put them on my belt. More treasure.
Listen, how about we make a deal? How about instead of Mirabar, you take me to, let's say, Daggerford?
Why Daggerford?
You know,
Because it's far away from Mirabar.
Mirabar has the highest bounty for you, buddy.
Well, maybe there's something else that I can do to make up for the bounty.
Can you give
Maybe
me
we can
10
go into
people?
business together. What do you think? Done some pretty good things in my day.
Good.
How much gold do you have?
What's your resume like?
It's extensive.
Examples.
Well, let's just say I made way with a few dozen pretty high-quality gemstones from some places in Mirabar that I don't really want to say.
Wait, gemstones?
Oh, yeah. Real
What
nice
kind of
ones.
gemstones? Where they at?
Oh. Well,
Where are they at?
well, they're in Mirabar, but I don't really want to go back there right now.
Like you said.
So why
Why'd
bring
you
up
leave
the-
them?
Why
Why
did
did
you
you
bring them up?
leave them?
Doesn't make any sense. Why would you bring them up in barter when you don't even have them?
Have them.
Well, I'm saying that I have the
Turn around,
ability
put
to
your
go
hands
get
behind your
things
back.
like this. I've done it in
You
the
don't want
past.
to go back to Mirabar, but so you're offering to go back to Mirabar with us to get these gems, then we take you out?
Mirabar isn't the only place with treasure around here, don't you?
But that's where you know some are. You know how to get them.
Well, I mean,
there,
that's
right?
where I'm from. I'm more familiar there, but I don't want to go back there. You said there's a bounty on my head.
It's a pretty good bounty too.
At what
Really?
point do I arrive?
How
back
much
with
is
the
it up
horse?
to now?
It's 5,000.
10!
10?
At least!
At least 10?
Yeah.
10,000?
No, 10.
Sure!
Let's go. Poor guys be like, what?
10,000 gold is pretty good.
Like $100
10
bucks?
gold.
Like
10 gold.
$100? Yeah, please.
At what point do I roll back up with the horse?
Oh yeah, you the horse is fine. You roll back up with the horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also have the trailer
Xena?
attached.
Xena, I present to you your horse.
And the little stone
Wanna see
unicycle
my
that
cart?
goes from behind.
Hey, Basalt,
What?
can you make stone handcuffs?
Yeah.
I think we should handcuff them.
Is there a stone
Okay,
building
yeah.
around?
Yeah, there's pieces of stone building, yeah.
I'm just gonna walk over to whatever building's closest. Take a couple of moments and then just basically stone shape some handcuffs out of the right out of the building. Just leave a handcuff shaped hole in the side of the building.
So you guys are handcuffing the Weevil with stone handcuffs?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. You cuff the Weevil. You release the cage from the Weevil?
I think we should do leg cuffs too.
I'm ready to spear tackle him if he guys run.
Basically, I'll drop 2 of the bars, have him stick his arms through,
Okay.
seal the handcuffs around him, and then get rid of the rest of them.
Okay. All right. He's grumbling and complaining and whining, but you guys are able to restrain him. And what by means are you guys moving on from here?
I dropped something.
Drag him back to Mirabar.
I mean, we could hear him out.
I mean, he knows a lot about treasure, apparently.
I
we
also
could
just
do
be saying that.
What we could do is we take him back to Mirabar to give us those gems he has. Then we turn him in for more money.
His crimes must be serious to have a bounty that big on his head.
It's really good to have this conversation in front of him.
Yeah,
I mean, what?
I'm not hearing this.
Yeah.
Bro,
Alistair.
you didn't hear any of that.
You guys, as you're having this conversation, the sounds from outside seem to have dissipated. And it seems as if, like the guardsmen are just kind of, like, still watching, and they're a little bewildered. But a lot of them are starting to come down from the walls and stuff like that.
I say we'd take him to like the edge of
Yeah, let's get him out of here, right?
get him out of the square.
So who do we
Can I
need to
stop
turn
one of
him
the
to
guards?
for money?
The guards at Mirabar.
Yeah, the Mirabar guards are starting, or not
Yeah.
the Mirabar guards. I mean the guards here were starting to come down. The Mirabar guards, I think it was the Axe of Mirabar was who was
Yeah, they want him for money.
Mm-hmm.
one of them for the.
5,000
Money.
gold's nothing to sneeze at, guys.
It's really not.
It's definitely not.
That would take a lot of stealing to get that.
Definitely.
And one of our members only wants 10 gold of it, so
5.
You only want
should-
10 gold with it. It's
One of
that's
the
a
guards
lot.
near us as they're
Yeah.
coming down.
Oh yeah, a couple walk by you.
Divided by 7.
Just gonna say, hey, you.
Oh,
That giant ever get out of the hole? That was lucky, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, I'm just grateful the ground gave way when it did.
How convenient.
Yeah, it's
Ever get
pretty
out, or is he
amazing.
still in it?
Oh, he climbed out. He was looked really angry for a while, but then they kept throwing goblins at the wall, and there were only like 20 goblins left. It seemed like they were all just waiting out there for a while for something. I don't know what was going on, and then they just kind of left. It's weird.
That's nice.
Super sad goblin death.
Yeah, I mean, we're waiting for a few more minutes, and we're gonna open the gate and go clean up the mess. It's pretty nasty out there.
Grez, I'm sorry for your people.
Oh, not a single one of us was
you.
injured.
Oh no, not you, sir.
Grizz.
Griswalda. Grez.
Oh
Grizz.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
pronunciation.
I'm sorry. You might want to wait a while until you walk out there. It's not pretty.
Ah,
Oh,
It's messy. I'm sorry.
well,
Really,
well,
and none of it
like-
was anything that we had done. We didn't even
Uh.
fire a shot from any of the crossbows.
That's a really suspicious thing to say.
but it's true. They killed their army themselves.
Poor goblin.
they're so dumb. Why would you do this?
What do you guys think? Should we cut off one of his legs so he can't run?
What the fuck?
There are more of us than there are of him.
He's cuffed. He's like, I'm not going anywhere.
What if we asked him very, very nicely to not run away?
Yeah,
You
but
sure
this guy,
he-
he's been on the run for a while, I think, so.
He gave me
I
his
think we should-
address.
Done.
Hey, thank you, Sandbagger3, for the subscription. 14 months. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Why don't you take his shoes? You can have them.
I don't want his shoes.
Yeah.
Do we
Oh,
know
you
what
don't want them.
he's like got a
Oh,
bounty for?
Really,
What
you
he
can
should-
take
want
you can
some?
take the shoes. I mean, they've been in horse shit a lot lately, so
Oh. No,
Ew.
we don't want the shoes, but just don't run.
That's a good question. Well, why do you have a bounty on your head? What'd you do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
didn't he just tell us that? He stole a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
stole
he's
a
a
bunch of
bad
stuff.
Maybe
Yeah.
he did more.
The
killed-
poster says murder.
I killed a couple people. Some of them said they were my friends. Yeah, that's about it.
Murder. Theft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. You're very casual about this. It's kind of psychopathic, actually.
Yeah. Betrayal is on the blood of those axes.
Did you kill them?
Why?
How?
Well, and what that little goblin just said. From the
With
end of those,
axes.
from the end of those axes. I mean,
Interesting.
Why did you betray people?
well, I didn't want to share.
No honor among thieves.
What nice.
So you just admit you don't want to share, right? You were offering us stuff, so that just tells us that you're immediately going to betray
Yeah,
us as
let's
soon as we let
go.
you go.
Yeah.
So now you're
I'm
definitely going to the
changed.
book.
I'm a new dwarf.
You're not.
No.
No, you're not.
I'm a new
No.
dwarf. This man really just. I changed. It's been 5 minutes. What do you mean? I'm
No,
changed.
you're not. We're
You
taking
sound a
you
lot
back
like
to
my
Miramar.
I've been working in this
No.
stable for a few weeks now. I tell you, it's great work. I built a new life for myself,
Doing what?
taking care of horses.
How
Don't
long
let him
until you
get to
kill
you.
those horses?
Xena, don't let that get to you, Xena. Don't. He's working your heartstrings.
Right there. See that specimen right there. Now that's a beauty.
Xena, no.
Is he wanted for $5,000 dead or alive?
No, just alive.
Just
Alive.
Ugh, that's lame.
I don't appreciate being manipulated, and I'm just gonna bash him in the back of the head. And
Ah!
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't
yeah.
use
Solve
my
the
horse
puzzle.
against me.
Yeah,
You go, girl.
Easily done. You knock him unconscious with a
Let's go.
elbow
I
to
throw
the
him
back
over
of the head.
Argo. Just like hanging off Argo. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys head out the main gate of Xantharl's Keep, and you start the trek back to Mirabar. I believe that's where you guys wanted to take him.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
There's
right.
all- Can you cuff his feet too?
Oh, good idea. I mean, we could
Hose.
I want
we-
to pat him down for hidden weapons.
if the magic is draining you, I got rope.
And yeah, although that thing with the little, little,
Yeah, that was intense.
yeah, a little bit. I fell off the roof.
You did a good
You
job.
I
okay?
thought you were dead.
Oh yeah, like I would take a moment. Like I know that Basalt and Rascal. Has anybody else been hurt?
I have one wound. But I'm okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
cool.
Xena, Basalt, and Rascal were
Xena.
the three that took strikes.
Given
I'm
opportunities,
injured.
I am a Kyvirgin, so I would
Excuse you?
bust out the
You're a
bust
virgin.
out the healing kit.
You're a Kyvirgin?
You know what, Aegon? I should have expected it.
Long time in the
Oh,
temple.
thank
No,
you.
not a lot of. But I can heal one strike. I just use up some of my healing kit. So I use three shots to heal the three.
All right, so you guys are all replenished with the healing of Aegon
Deal.
on the trek.
Thank you, Aegon. Sorry for calling you a virgin.
It's suffering and sacrifice are good for the spirit.
Worth it, I promise.
Yes.
So-
Exactly.
On your way back to Mirbar, eventually the sun sets. Darkness rests upon the long road. The moon shines upon the road in this cool night. As the horse continues to pull, the Weevil begins to kind of wake up a little bit. He starts to moan and groan from the massive impact that he took on the back of the head. But as you guys are moving forward, you guys make your journey. You're about halfway to Mirabar.
Mhm.
When you can see a silhouette of a short, stout individual standing in the middle of the road ahead of you as you guys are walking upon the road.
I
This
prepped my
person-
throwing dagger.
Okay. This person slowly walks towards you, and you can see that as he gets closer, you can see this individual is a dwarf with a sling on his right arm. And then you hear the voice shout out, "Well, if it isn't the Weevil himself. It's about time someone flushed you out of that hole you've been hiding in. Well done, everyone. Well done. It seems your skills are exceptional if you're able to bag this one." And you recognize the individual that you met at the very beginning, the dwarf with the very red beard. He introduced himself. I think I might have forgotten to introduce his name, but his name was Gildrum. Gildrum Genhart. And he walks up to all of you and says, "Look, I'm gonna give this to you straight because that's the kind of dwarf I am." Then surrounding you guys hear like crackling in the trees around, and you can see that 7 other individuals wearing like black leather armor kind of start coming out of the trees, kind of around the caravan.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Heezen, you recognize one of these. It's the woman you were talking to at the bar. The elf woman.
No.
This.
Oh, you took me up off your offer. Awesome.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Oh, struggling one.
And they're all wielding weapons. They have weapons drawn. Seems like so 8 in total. The dwarf standing in front, and then that elven woman. You can see there's another like human male that looks pretty muscular and has piecemeal armor, and you can see like tattoos kind of just creeping up his neck. And another guy that's creepily wearing like this dark navy blue cloak, and he's got this hood over his head, and his face is completely engulfed in shadow except for the tip of his nose. He's got this really pointed cowl on the back of the hood. And then the 4 others, there seems to be a female and 3 other males male humans that kind of stand around wielding weapons. And then the dwarf begins to talk again. Gildren says, "We are extremely impressed and wish to make with you a deal."
We love deals.
You see, our organization have been watching this one's career rather closely through the years, and unfortunately the talent this one possesses will be ill-suited from within a cell in Mirabar. Mr. Forkbeard's abilities and experience are highly desirable to our organization, as there is much work that needs to be done. We'd like to offer each of you membership into the ranks of the Black Network in exchange for your prisoner. We have little to offer you in gold, but we can offer you a wide array of opportunity and resources going forward. What do you say? Do you feel Mr. Forkbeard here deserves a second chance to recreate himself and to make up for his wrongdoings? And do you feel you're ready to climb the ladder in one of the greatest organizations in all of
I have a
Faerun?
question.
I enjoy being self-employed.
I have a question.
Yes, you in the back.
Is this like an assassin's guild?
Oh, come on, Rascal, not
Well-
you.
I want
Come
to be
on.
an assassin so bad.
Please,
it's my lifelong dream.
Well, the Black Network is the place for you.
Oh,
What's your name again?
My name is Rascal. I was raised in a circus, but my mom was a witch.
You're the perfect type that we're looking for this organization.
Cool. I've never left the circus before, to be honest. This is like my first month out here.
I also have a question.
Yes, one in the middle.
Do you all find treasure quite often?
Oh, we're gonna lose season 2.
All
Fuck.
the time.
Okay,
It's one of our
another
specialties,
question.
actually.
One more question.
We also find treasure.
That is true. That is very true.
Like, that's not a selling point.
That is very true. It's not.
And you get to keep it for yourself.
Yeah,
I'm
you
curious.
can keep it. We don't even ask for it.
Would how about this? We turn in him for the money, right? And we get the money, right? But then we help you break him out of prison, and then you get him.
Everybody
How about
wins.
that? Yeah.
That just
Can I still join?
that just seems a little complicated.
Yeah, but
I
see,
have another
we get the money. Oh, go ahead. Rest.
Another question, you in the
Oh, wait,
back.
my turn.
No, go ahead.
My turn. Okay. I was just wondering, so I forgot actually. You guys can keep going.
Oh, okay. But see, we both win
Rest those
If-
puppy energy.
if we help you break him out afterwards. I am very good at breaking people out of things. Locks are no problem for me. So we help you break him out. We get paid, and then you get your man, and then also maybe a new assassin person. And I'm motioning to Rascal.
I have remembered my question.
Oh yeah, yes, you're in the back.
Okay, so if I were to join you guys and become an assassin, what type of rules would I have to follow? Like, are there a lot of them? Or can I just like kind of be like a free agent and just like report back to you? Like, do I have to have a lot of rules?
Oh, well, I mean, we do have some information and things to go over, but as far as like, I'm confused. What kind of rules do you mean?
Like, because some places,
He
you
rubs his
know,
big
like I've been
beard.
asking around, you know, at the different assassins guilds and stuff like that, and some of them just are like, you know, like they really like they don't let you leave if you join them, stuff like that, or like they're really really strict, like you have to like do all this stuff, and like you
Gosh,
have
that
to, I
sounds
don't know,
terrible.
represent like your, I don't know, it's just like a lot of rules, like just so many rules that some of these places have. And they're
Do
really
they make
lame.
you? Do they make you
So,
fill out a bunch of paperwork and?
I never got that far.
Oh.
Most places, they told me that I should gain more experience, and that was when they recommended me to these guys. So that's kind of.
Who recommended you
Wait,
to
what?
us? Who recommended you to us?
Well, they
How would they
recommended
know
me.
about us?
No, they just like I was being interviewed, and I was at a tavern being interviewed, and then he just told me that he knew you guys and said to go follow you guys.
Wait,
Just pointed.
that's why you came up to us that one day at the tavern? That explains so much.
You mean you guys don't know Mr. Crenson?
No, we did not know that person.
By one of our friends that was like, hey.
Wait a minute. This little weirdo have a snake on a ring?
Why do you follow us?
Why do I follow you? Well, because I thought you guys were going to teach me things.
I can't teach you things. Okay,
Yeah, we
Watch
can, yes.
this. And Basalt's going to stomp his foot on the ground, and I'm going to try to cast basically a massive dust cloud around us to obscure everyone's vision.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
that's so cool.
Everyone's
Hey.
vision.
Yep.
All right.
I'm grabbing the weasel.
He's on my
Roll
board.
anything but a 1.
Hey. That's a 6.
The 6.
Oh shoot!
So this massive dust cloud just from Basalt's stomp, as the whole area is kind of obscured and very hard. Like you guys can't even see. What do you guys do?
I'm just putting a
See how
hand
do it
on.
now.
Or you guys
Huh?
talked at the same time? I couldn't tell what was said.
What did you say? No, you go.
I'm going to lean towards the horse and go, Xena, whatever you're doing, do it now.
Yeah, I was already like a foot in the stirrup, or sitting on the horse, hand behind me, grabbing the Weevil and taking off
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're just gonna kind of take off and just
with him. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Okay.
trust my party knows what the fuck.
Okay.
We scatter.
Okay. So
Can I try to also swing myself up on the horse behind
Sure.
the Weevil?
behind the Weevil?
No.
Sure.
Go the other way.
Go ahead and roll d6, beat a 4.
All right.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Let's see.
I'm also going to try to
I'm
grab
gonna
onto the
use-
cars that are taking
I'm gonna use
off.
2
Okay.
karma because I haven't used any karma yet to get up to a 4.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So you grab and kind of twist yourself up on top of the horse behind Xena and the Weevil. And then Basalt's going to try to grab the tricycle that's being... So go ahead and roll a d6, Basalt. You got to beat a 4.
I'll take it.
4 inch Basalt from the dust cloud jumps up onto his contraption. What are the rest of you doing? Just kind of staying put?
I got like pushing through the dust to try to get to the other end of it.
They
Like
left
where
us.
the direction we were going.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
They left
Um,
us.
Meanwhile, I'm also gone.
They left me.
You know, dear, I'm not sure this is the type of group that we need to surround ourselves with. Perhaps we should see if there's someone new that we can start palling around with. What do you say?
She goes and finds.
Yeah. Well, the Black Network seems pretty cool, I guess.
Oh no.
How evil is the Black Knight?
What's that? How evil is the Black Network?
Yeah.
I mean,
They have a guy called the Cobra. That
they have the
belongs
guy.
to them.
Yeah, they have a guy called the Cobra.
Like that
So
word.
cool. I
So,
think I'm gonna join the Black
Xena,
Network.
you charge off out of the dust. You can hear like the screaming of those individuals kind of behind you, like coughing and stuff from all the dust. And you just kind of charge and take off with the horse. You've got Ruse on the back with the Weevil, who's now just kind of like mumbling and going, as the horse is taking off. And you can hear Basalt back there, like the tricycle is like hitting all these bumps because you're running now, and it's like going. You're like, he's getting airborne. Some chips of like the stone wheel are like flying out and stuff as you guys are heading off. And
I want to look back and do a head count and see how many of my people are scattered.
yeah, you can see Agon is like running desperately in his furs.
Okay.
Out
Your
of the
fuckers
dust.
battles.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do, Michael, is first of all, do I sense any treasure on any of these people?
God damn it. Silly question for your character.
You do not. I mean,
Okay.
you sense that they might have like a good amount of
Gold.
gold on them, but as far as like anything like a magic type thing or any kind of sense of that type of treasure, you don't get that sense.
Okay.
But they
Gotcha.
do seem like they're okay off.
So what I want to do is, you said all the people around had bows and arrows, correct?
Just weapons in general. Some of them have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to head towards like someone that had a bow and arrow, so that way, so as my friends run away, they can't. Hopefully, they won't be able to fire. So what I'm gonna try and do is, as I'm obscured by the dust cloud, I'm gonna try and pickpocket all their arrows.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Roll
And
a
I'm
d.
gonna run into the forest.
Okay. Roll a d6, and
Okay.
are you gonna try to get as many of them as you can, or are you just gonna pick one?
Yes, I'm gonna try and take them all. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and take them all.
Okay, roll a d6. I'm gonna say,
Okay.
I would normally say it was a 3, but I'm gonna put 4
Okay.
because you're trying to do multiples. So
Grabbing all the
Cool.
dried spaghetti. Like,
Six.
a 6? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You swipe all the arrows out of any quivers around. It's like
Cool.
it's
Perfect.
like what's that? Is that the Teenage Mutant, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Whenever they do that thing where like it's like, and they get all the bells off of that Foot Clan guy or whatever without them ringing. It's kind of like that. Like nothing. You just pull out all those, and you're running into the forest.
Because I don't want to run out, because I'm assuming I don't have enough time to pick all these pockets and then run down the road and get away from these people. So I'm gonna pick all the pockets and then go into
Okay.
the forest and hide somewhere.
Perfect. Yep, you do so. You run off into
That
the
way
woods.
they don't get shot at.
Okay. So Rascal and Griselda, you just staying put?
When the dust clears, I think Rascal is still standing there, like, where'd everybody go?
Okay.
Griselda, like,
Our poor rascal.
Rascal, it's just you and me. Do you want to join this Black Network?
I mean, honestly, I think the Black Network sounds cool, but I feel like they're just kind of leaving a lot out.
Well, we can go with them and not die and learn more about them.
The dust settles, and the
I guess
dwarf,
so, yeah.
the dwarf approaches Rascal and Griselda and says, "Well, guess we lost the Weevil, but perhaps we picked up 2 new recruits, everybody." And they look at the Griselda and Rascal, and he gets something out from his clothes. It looks like a rag or a towel that's been like folded over several times, and he opens it up a few times. And when he opens it up, you see there are 2 rings, and on them there's a little snake engraving in it with some wings, like a flying snake. So what do you say?
Sure.
And
Okay.
so
Yeah.
puts the rings into both of your hands, and you can see the shiny ring in the palm of your hand. And Griselda, you hear a voice. "Oh, my dear, I'm so proud of the decisions you're making. Oh, this is so splendid. What a new day this is for us, Griselda."
True. You're always on the right, Miss Belvedere.
And as you guys are staring at this ring, you can hear the clippity
I lost my
clop.
ring.
You can hear the clippity clop in the very, very distant of the horse going off, and you can hear screaming of an individual who's barely holding on to a unicycle. And that's where we're going to end the hunt for the Weevil.
Yeah.
We did it!
That was great.
After 5 years, finally.
You
Got him!
You got the Weevil, guys. You got him.
Oh my gosh.
So somewhere on your character sheet, you guys can put on there that you guys can put a reward on there somewhere. It says you are the captors of the Weevil. And you guys can split up your 5,000 gold in any which way that you would see.
You only have to
deem
split it
fit.
4 ways now.
You only have to split it
Yeah.
4. Well,
Oh no!
I would say that you'll make your way
Yeah,
back to the party if that's what you intended to do.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You would make your way back to the party.
Well, it would be 5. It would be
5.
5.
Oh yeah,
It'd
that's
be
fine.
5. It'd be split
Three.
5
Okay.
ways. And
Oh wait, and me.
And
I didn't count me. Yeah,
Griselda
true.
and Rascal are now members of the
Yeah.
Zentarum, the Black Network.
I wonder if I live for that, because I think that Rascal thinks that Griselda reminds him of his mom. That's the energy that I get from Griselda, because his mom was
like
a
his
freaky witch
dream
lady.
career that he just got handed. He's like, this is all I've ever wanted.
Here it
Wait,
is.
Hollywood's calling me right now?
Dreams do come true.
Oh my god.
So, if you're in chat right now, make sure you type the word "celebrate" into chat to get entered into our giveaway that we're going to get ready to draw here in a couple minutes. And I think we only have like 1 person entered, and I know you guys are chomping at the bit to get yourselves entered in there. I know you are. So, if you are a player in the game and you want to try to win, I will allow you to. Because I know, that's up to you.
We have 3 people in chat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's 3 total.
We got
There's
3
no
total
one else
already.
in chat, maybe, but
Sandbaggers in.
Yeah.
Sandbaggers
If there was
into,
nobody else,
sweet.
I'd jump on
yeah,
it.
same.
Yeah.
We have
Awesome.
all
Yeah.
week for
Yeah.
people not to show up to stream, and we'll
Oh,
be like, okay, then.
Yeah, jump in. Yeah. Make sure you guys type in "celebrate." We're going to be giving this away, but first, I want to do. I know it's getting late, but I did want to ask you guys, what did you think of the system?
I thought it was good.
It was
Oh,
fun.
I
I really
love
liked it.
You liked
One
it?
fun.
I liked the way that it made D&D so simple and so
Yeah, yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It feels a lot like Shadowrun did with
Yeah.
the creativity
Yeah.
aspects, but
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
insanely easier.
Like what Matt was doing with all the magic was
Yeah.
awesome.
Incredible.
Like
Yeah.
he had like so many cool like thematic spells.
Bringing up as much fun as Molfen was, this system's Molfen
Oh,
Would have been
Oh,
crazy.
no.
No, stop, no.
Just no.
But at the same time, I wouldn't be opposed to like doing a little bit longer form instead of one shots for the system. Like I know the system doesn't
Yeah.
level up
Mhm.
the same way
Yeah.
as like, level 1 to 20, but I still feel like you don't really need to in the same way that Star Wars doesn't really level up. It's very
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still feel
Yeah.
like we could get a long form out of this type of system, and it would be really enjoyable.
Because you could
Yeah.
get like more and more boons
Yeah.
and things. Like you could
Yeah.
gradually progress, or like item, like
Yeah.
those axes give you a boon if you're in melee,
Yeah.
which
Boon in
some of us
melee
don't
one.
have yet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we about to try to start another stream?
Yeah, I tell you what, it was so much fun. It was almost like riding a bike too. Like we just picked up where we left off.
Yeah.
It was just so easy to get back into role playing with you guys and getting the game going.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I like it. I still think there's some like things like
Hiccup.
when we got hiccuped with the gank ability.
Well, that's also my
How-
fault for stacking a bunch of crap.
No,
they need to be clear about the rules. Like
there's
like,
some clarity. and I
DM Scotty or whatever needs to like
yeah, they're just
chime in.
there's a couple that are just like, okay, well, what happens? Because if you start stacking things together, it's like, okay, well, which one, which one comes
Yeah.
first? How do I calculate that and what makes sense? But yeah, I think you could do like a longer campaign with this, because if you think about it, let's think about like, I don't know, Conan the Barbarian, for instance, like. Leveling up really isn't a thing that happens in movies and with
Right.
heroes.
Right.
Like it only happens in like games. It doesn't happen in like he's always Conan. He always does kind of like the same things. And I
It's more
think
about taking his knowledge and skill set and applying it to a new situation. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Yeah, he may get like a new weapon or something like that, or some
Yeah.
new, something like that. But
With
Yeah,
a new
but-
foe and figure
Mhm.
out how to challenge them in a different way. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of neat that you can and it's so low like hits too. So you have to be careful.
hmm
Oh yeah.
You know, you have ways to
I was
avoid
ready to
those.
run into that army.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna do it.
Just imagine if you guys would have done this encounter in 5e.
Oof.
Like
that would take
Would
so
take
much
forever.
longer.
it
It
would
would
take
take
it.
Yeah.
so
You'll be
much
doing it.
longer.
It all depends on level in 5e. At 20, this is easy. At 5, you're
Yeah.
screwed. Like
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think that
Wow.
also with 5e it's not as fun. Like you don't like, for instance, the shit that Rascal was doing was like, I want to jump off something and spin around and throw a bunch of daggers at it. I feel like you can't do that in 5e because it'd be all like,
Yeah.
well, do you have multi-attack that allows you to throw multiple daggers to hit multiple enemies? Like,
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
give you
there was a lot of like
a lot of
leeway.
narrative freedom. To,
Yeah.
It's a group storytelling thing, and it really does like the minion roll in the book is really cool. It's like just throw a ton of people at them with 1 hit point. You know, it's like
Yeah,
uh,
true.
and make them feel like they're superstars because you know it's kind of cool.
Minions
But
are
yeah,
fun in Star Wars too. They seem to just
yeah, they're just you just
satisfying.
mow through them. Yep.
As far as like Matthew's character doing a lot of big stuff, but I felt like everyone got to shine in their own roleplay moment
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like that's what I felt like. Everyone still got to interact with everything else, even though we
Yeah.
didn't get great
Even though you don't have
moments.
stats, like
Yeah.
every character has special stuff they do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's really
And
cool.
even when you had like there were 2 rascals, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Our rascals were drastically different.
Yes.
Yes.
they
yes.
were.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Two
Yeah.
mages or two.
Oh, yeah,
Two
two
rascals.
conjurers, right? Yeah.
Conjurers.
Conjurers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, very different.
Yeah.
I do like not rolling for initiative. The one thing I always have problems about is having players all go first and then enemies go, because sometimes
Yeah.
when
The enemies are all dead.
the enemies are dead by the time it becomes their
Yeah.
turn, and then you guys
Yeah.
don't feel like you're challenged enough. So, but this
Yeah.
this encounter called for like a lot of enemies, so it made it to where I at least had a couple that were still running around and could do stuff. But yeah, it was. I like it. I would play it again.
I've
Yeah.
played it.
Yeah.
100%,
so-
100%.
So we'll definitely have to keep this in mind. I mean, it was really simple to easy to play and
Yeah.
really quick too. Like
Mhm.
things kind of moved along as we went. But we've got a giveaway. We've got
Oh,
a
yeah.
proficiency bonus 5-year anniversary T-shirt.
Wow.
Wow.
We have a
Yay.
D&D Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep module donated to us from Cardboard Castle Games. And
Is
we
that
also
the one that
have-
has the really cool like items in it too?
Yeah.
The vestiges in it and stuff.
I
I think it's a combo.
It might be. I don't know. I think they might have released 2 Critical Role books, and the other one
Okay.
might
Yeah,
have
there's
been
a.
more of a
I think there's
lore.
a second one.
Yeah, I think this is more like the module.
Okay.
And then
That's still
It's
cool.
the newer one.
Mhm.
This like I think this is a newer one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the set of dice called Monk's Fist. So these were also given to us by Cardboard Castle Games. So a module, dice, and a t-shirt. If there's anyone left in chat, make sure you type in celebrate right now, because we're going to go ahead and draw this giveaway. Also, the music tonight, most of the music that I used was from the Critical Role's new soundtrack CD, Welcome to Teldore. They had produced this soundtrack, and they said that we could use, people could use it on their streams and things like that. So that was super awesome. So enjoy this music. All right, I'm going to get ready to draw this giveaway.
Celebrate.
Celebrate! Type it in quick, because we're going to draw it in.
Celebrate.
Good times.
And copyright.
Yep.
That's it.
It was our interpretation. It's very
Oh,
useful.
yeah. That's it. All right, we are going to draw in 3, 2, 1.
It's premised.
Oh,
It's
nice!
premised. Oh, look at that!
That was the person who helped us with the rules around
Thank you.
gang.
Rules!
Thank you for your help.
Congratulations!
Rewarded for rules knowledge. That's
Rewarded
Yeah.
for the rules knowledge. That's right.
Yeah.
Please, for the next game, you have a boon. Awesome job. Oh, and now a Volpirate comes in with a raid right as we're leaving.
Thank you for the
Oh,
raid, though. Thank you.
yes, thank you for the raid.
We're about to leave, though.
We're about to leave though, but thank you for
Yeah,
the raid.
y'all just
we
ended.
just ended.
Yeah,
We just
did.
ended. We just
Be
did a
here
huge
Friday and see Dante die.
Yeah, we just did a giveaway and everything.
That's all right. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming all week, so make sure you guys tune in to all our giveaways all week. We got a lot. Do me a favor, and if you could, I'm having terrible. Nice Femis, do me a favor and message. You can either send a message to our Twitch channel, or you can jump in our Discord and send me a message
problem,
via there. Make sure that you send over, or you can email to proficiency_bonus at gmail.com. And make sure you send your address and information, so that way we can mail this awesome stuff for you. I also need your t-shirt size. So make sure you message those things to us, so we can make sure that we can mail that off right away. Other than that, I think tomorrow night we are up for We Met in a Tavern with Dungeon Master Matthew up there. So we got some cool giveaways tomorrow night for that as well.
Is he this way? For me?
Oh yeah, how does it work in actual stream? I think it's
No, he's the other way.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
wait,
He's
wait,
right
he's the other
above
way.
me. He's right above me in stream. So
Yeah, for me it's up there.
So make sure you tune in to check that out. If you haven't got a chance to donate to the charity, click on that Extra Life link that you see there, or go down below and click on that big green donate button to help us to raise money for the kids all this week. We're trying to raise $1,000. Is there anything else that I need to shout out before we call it a night?
Every day we're doing giveaways, so come hang out with us and you might win
Yep.
something.
Every day. And we got
Every
2 streams
day.
on Saturday.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we got Power Rangers in the morning and Eberron at night. So
Hell yeah.
And it
it's
was
gonna
so
be
fun playing with you guys again. I love
Yeah,
all
I
of you.
missed you
Oh
all.
yeah, I
This
missed
was
you
so
guys.
fun.
I
This was
missed
so
you guys big
fun.
time. Yeah.
God.
like
I
said,
I didn't realize how much I missed this. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like
That's why I feel like now I can go with my first day of work tomorrow back to the new school year, and
Charged up.
I feel charged up and complete now. I'm good.
Oh, yay.
I'm
Let's
gonna.
go hang out with us on Discord.
suffering
man.
has improved your spirit.
All right, guys. Well, we are going to call it a
Good.
night. So
Oh,
until
so
next time, everybody.
Bye.
The next time you find yourself without a ride, conjure a tricycle from stone and ride through some horse shit. And don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. Good night, everybody.
Good night.